welcome to Divide and Conquer Sacred World. This is a 5e game based on the Pathfinder Inner Seas, using the Greyhawk Pantheon, a little bit of Tal'Dorei, a little bit of Innistrad, Ravnica to tie everything in, and Ja. Yes, we had the issues as per usual. I think we need to make a T-shirt that says it's not a stream unless you have audio issues. Every single stream, something new has to happen, even though we're using the exact same computer, same everything.
I know a guy.
You do know a guy.
Yes. So, we do have a couple of announcements.
We do. We have so many announcements.
Yes, we do.
We have a lot of announcements.
I think we should let Vic get the floor. And what's our announcements, bro?
I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I know. I'm so excited. Guys, guess what? So we just launched our first small comic on Webtoons for Alistair. It's not the official comic yet, but we are actually going to be uploading some content as we lead up to the big launch in August of 2020. So we have a small little comic up right now on Webtoon. But if you were subscribed to our Patreon account, you would have received it one day early.
Ooh.
As $1 a month. Talon & Claw has subscribed at Tier 1, I just saw, so thanks for that. That's awesome.
Preview. Sorry, continue, please.
So, if anyone's interested, I am dropping the link down below to the Webtoon on the Twitch chat, so you can go check that out. Oh, look at that. There's gift subs happening in chat right now.
Gift subs? That's amazing!
Look at that. So Alistair is currently hot right now on Webtoon. Go check it out. Check us out on our Patreon down below. We have Alistair Discord where you can hang out with us and talk and, get all the little up-to-date stuff that we're doing as Lynn and I are working on this comic together. I'm writing, Lynn is drawing, and Lynn is actually drawing panels right now as we speak. So we are working on this, and we're making sure this is happening, and you're going to see it with your eyeballs. And because I am so happy about so many things, I'm going to let Jesus take next for Talon & Claw.
My eyeballs are ready.
Oh, my. There was an echo on that end, so I need to make sure that everything's good on mine. Okay, cool. Yes, our bros at Talon & Claw, or that TC.
Talon & Claw!
Yeah, which make these really cool, look at this dual hex dice vault. I haven't been
look at this. They also do custom work, too. Yeah, so if you ask really nasty, they can make, some sexy, oh my god, you got the shirt! I'm so jealous!
Oh, did you not see it because of the 12-second delay? Yeah, look at this shirt.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful team.
I know, I was looking at Twitch first.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
And going on more to the kind of look at these dice vaults. I mean, dice trays, and then behind me there's a DM screen. Look at that DM screen. But the cool thing, which we're doing this live, so bear with me. But the cool thing is that they have pre-orders for dice, which my arms are up and only the players can see, not anyone else. But yeah, they have pre-orders for starting now until the end of the month of April. The link, I think Vic
link is sending right now.
Okay. So if you follow that link, or if you're listening to this in the future, Spotify, or YouTube, or on Anchor, just go to their social media and there will be a post, or one of our social medias, you'll see a post. Their
link is called shoptalonclaw.com.
Oh, that's easy to remember. The cool thing is that if you put the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off, which is amazing.
You do.
Their dice are so cool.
They're so pretty.
They're very pretty.
Man of War was a good one.
I want Man of War.
Yeah, Man of War was pretty good. Yeah, Master of was pretty cool. But I think I went with the Raven. That one.
Of course you did.
That one was right at my gothic heart.
It was calling you.
Yeah.
I love their lovely giant D20s. I have one I want to get.
Tabatha has a list because as we know, Tabatha is the dice goblin in the group, and she's got so much dice.
I need to feed. I need to feed.
Oh, your bag of devouring.
I'm so glad that you don't actually eat the dice that because I don't know if you can digest these. I don't know. Maybe Talon and Claws dice you can
Oh.
digest because they're.
What was it that we saw the other day?
Good source of
It's
fiber.
organic. It's organic, okay?
Forbidden-
No matter what, it's organic.
It's organic.
Yes, yes. So, with all of us talking all over each other and being an echoey mess,
We're excited.
we are
Yeah.
excited. Do we have any other announcements?
Merch.
Oh yeah, we have
Oh,
merch.
yes,
Go
we do.
down below. We have it.
Oh, yeah, check it out. I got merch. I'm wearing merch.
You are. That's a pretty ragey barbarian right there.
That is Super Ragey Barbarian, and the art was done by Lynn Redder, who is drawing the Alistair comic.
Which is dope.
Somebody
Oh,
did
there's
this art. Who did
It's a
this art?
bear. It's a
It's
bear.
a bear.
That reminds me, I drew an Alistair doggo today, and I should share that at some point.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh.
He's a heckin' cute. I drew an Alistair and West as doggos, and it's on the fantasy art Discord if you're a part of that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused on something that's here on Roll20 in my.
And it's also on the Alistair Discord if you're part of the Alistair Discord.
Yeah.
I drew a whole line of like D&D characters as doggos, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So
Okay. Understood.
Like,
send me your dog cannons, guys.
Send me your dog cannons. I love that.
I need
For the
that.
record, I drew Dis as a Tibetan Mastiff.
Yes. Yes.
I approve. As
I'm
a
glad
man
you
who was
approve.
going to own a Tibetan Mastiff and then said no, Texas would kill one. So no.
Oh man! Oh wow, I nailed that one. That's awesome.
It's too hot over here. Those boys need
They're
blizzards.
big babies. They're such big babies.
Yeah, big babies. Okay, so let's introduce ourselves and then roll that beautiful intro and get right into the game. So, as per usual, going from my screen, we're gonna go down and then right. First on our list is Jeremiah. Would you like to tell us who you're playing?
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I play Rognarv, Full Metal, the Artificer. Full Metal Artificer. And always right next to him is a wonderful Brum.
Bram.
Yes,
Brum.
a wonderful Brum.
Brum.
Bram.
And then going further down, we have an angel boy who is speaking this through Mount Celestia.
Yes.
Yep. Always video issues on my end.
It's a thing, dude.
Taylor said no.
Paylor said no. Hi guys, my name's Coleton. I'm playing Ariell, the Angel Paladin.
Nice and sweet. And then continue on. We see Vic and Tabatha. Can you please tell us who you're playing?
Yes, you go
Oh, they got me. Oh, hi, I'm Vic, and I was told to remind everyone that we have Draw Pile tomorrow night, the Demi-Planes and Doodles, where our theme is going to be villains. So we're going to be drawing villains and talking about all of our favorite villains. So, hi, I'm Vic. I play Wes, the human warlock barbarian, or barbarian warlock, whatever mood he's in.
Depends. And next to you,
Hello, I am Tabatha. I will be playing Oria, the Loxodon Druid, and eventually something else.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Wow,
spoilers.
No, it's not going to be God. It's going to be a different character. And then at the end of our list, last but definitely not least, we have a Dickie.
Yay.
Yes, I am Dickie. I play Orcdeath the Mighty, a dwarven fighter, and drunk.
And drunk.
Sometimes it be
Oh,
like
crap.
that.
Are we supposed to add that on at the end?
Dwarf.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Wes. I'm an alcoholic.
That's
Dwarven fighter.
it's not that type of session tonight.
Is it? It's not? Oh,
Not
okay.
tonight.
It's a drunken
Hi, I'm-
master fighter, okay?
Hi, I'm Wes. I'm an
I thought I was
alcoholic. Do I roll my dice now?
With that, let's roll that intro. Hi, everybody. Okay, making sure everything's good. Let me put in some of that sweet recap music if I figure out how to ever use Roll20.
I believe in you. You'll get the hang of it one day.
One of these days, right?
One of these days.
Yes. So, to recap what happened last time, the Elysian Vagabonds and our Bag of Beans. Bag of Beans in the Island of Promise. After seeing a dragon's twilight, which was the death of a dragon, the owner of the Pathfinder Guild. You guys decided what to do next. After a little bit of shopping, discussing that there was a promise made. After going here and trying to discover what was going to happen, the deal was to head back to the Underdark to save your friends. We have Senvin, Reefer, and possibly the soul of Carabao. You guys earlier in the campaign defeated a beholder by the name of Exodus, who died and reincarnated itself into a death tyrant, become a even more deadlier foe and more crazed. With discussion on the ship back, Oria decided that she could not risk the safety of going back into the Underdark. I'm trying to figure out what the echo is, but okay.
It's the music.
So, Oria decided not to be able to, could not risk this, as she finally has the power, or close enough, to send her people back to Ravnica. The deal at the current is to head to Fangwood, say our final goodbyes to Oria, and then head back into the mountains to go further down into the Underdark, Mid-Dark, and then Lower Dark. On the ship, Ariell and West had a odd transcendental meditation to move into
that was awkward.
The mind of whatever is possessing West. With that horrible or good vision, depending on who you are, the ship is currently landing or being docked at the port city of Krovasa in Varasia. And with that, I believe the best course of action is to move our players to the city and to see if there's any little thing. What? Why did you do that? You guys are going to see a little bit. That doesn't really matter. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it. Whoa, Griswold. Who's that guy?
So, as a really badly cropped version of the city and the emblem, but we have some visualization. As you guys are currently docking, is there anything specific that we would like to do?
Go to the tavern.
All right. Tavern it is. Other than getting supplies, the Sea Devil's Tavern is accessible to you, Orcdeath, so definitely will be there. Anything else? Do you guys want to stay here for a couple days, or what's the general thing as you guys are docking? We see the men that you hired go over to Ariell and Oria. It was nice doing business with you. So you guys handing the pay. They go over and you see that they're all starting to huddle around. A couple of them start cursing or crying due to the report of who did not make it into the trip. But
yeah, I want to talk to I want to go talk to the captain and give him. It's like, I know this is not gonna replace the lives of the people that lost, but hopefully this will help the families that lost their loved ones. And I'll give him 200 gold.
Aww.
That mighty kind of you. but we do have ways of dealing with this. I'm only saying this one time. You do not have to, but if you insist, they would greatly appreciate the gold.
I'll,
Give it to the widows.
That's kind of, that's what I was kind of planning is kind of to them, mostly to the families that lost their family.
Of course, everything will be sent to the individuals' families, and I know a young man who would greatly appreciate this going to their tuition to the academy.
Yeah, and I'll proceed to give him the 200 gold.
Okay. I appreciate everything you've done for us, Master Dwarf, and the rest of you, Elysian Vagabonds. If there's any more cruising throughout the seas, you know who to call. Not the Ghostbusters.
Not the God dang.
Hear a random bard on a mandolin in the background stringing this tune.
I thought I heard an old turtle getting pissed off somewhere.
Yeah. With your goodbyes in that regard, Orcdeath would be heading to the Sea Devil's Tavern. It's closer to here.
Before he leaves, he says, "When you guys are ready to go, let me know. I'm already packed and ready to go."
All right.
The only thing Oria is gonna do is she's gonna reach up on her shoulder where Roivos is sitting and just pick him up and hold him out. Just like at one point, I like just kind of like talking to this like pseudo dragon. Just it's up to you whether you want to continue traveling with us back over to my home with my daughter or stay here. Which she's basically giving him a choice.
You see the pseudo dragon look above as a flock of pseudo dragons also start flying. As the ships are getting near, they start like almost like rats going towards the food that's just been thrown out. The pseudo dragons start to approach onto the ship, and you see Robos look at you. I'm in charge.
Aww.
And it goes from one shoulder to the next.
Okay. Like, okay, to Fangwood it is. With that, I guess Oria's gonna seek out West.
Nope. West is at once docked. He would have kind of stared, like just kind of like hung back, kind of looking at the Sea Devil for a little bit, just kind of taking it in. And then he's heading into town to look for a specific shop.
Ariell is also heading into town to buy some things.
The things for the kids that we discussed after the game?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Just so we have a little better, because I know that the map we had on the table was a bird's eye view. Technically, the ship would be closer over here, like around these areas. This is the castle, the academy, and Chattington's would be closer to here. The Sea Devil Tavern would be around here. The district where Raj and the other Loxodons worked was around here. You guys came in through this part of the city, the first time you guys arrived.
Okay.
The logging district over here. But with that, Wes, where specifically did you want to go?
I just specifically wanted to seek out a shop to make those specialty items that I asked for out of game, and just get those taken care of, packaged up, and then I'm just gonna head back to Chattington's.
Okay. Send me that via chat if this is supposed to be a secret, because I only have notes on what Coleton purchased.
Okay. I believe you told me it would cost about 1 gold. Let me send it again.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're purchasing, and yeah.
Okay.
It would take, for the specification of how many, it would take about a day to finish the project, but it won't be there is a menagerie of guilds here So there would be a fine establishment with let's say a good hearty halfling would be like, of course I can make this for you.
Okay.
The colors is a little spotty. Do you mind if I redraw this and maybe not have the lines go all the way across the page?
You can take care of that. That's fine. I trust you know what you're doing.
And you see that he sits there for about 5 to 10 minutes, quickly redraws what you showed him in a very crude elementary page, and then shows it to you. And to your perspective, there is no difference.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I will probably close my shop for the rest of the day, so you expect this by tomorrow.
Yes, that'd be good. Thanks.
Nice doing business with you. Pulls out his hand for the.
I will take that, and I'll give him the coat.
Thank you. And as you're doing your business, Ariell, you're heading to the to a blade shop and to a location to make custom dresses. Correct?
Yes. And also a bookshop.
Oh yes. Which the dresses, because they've already been pre-made, and same thing with the blade. Those would be available upon purchase. The bookshop will take a couple of hours, but also the printing press would be fairly accessible for you to get what you need.
Okay.
We already discussed the gold on that, correct?
Yes, we did. And the blade, I would go ahead and take the blade to, I guess I would be a blacksmith probably, to have the marble elephant fixed to the bottom of it, as well as the Elysian Vagabond emblem stamped into the metal.
Okay. That would take them the rest of the day, but by tomorrow morning, all the special items that you guys have requested will definitely be given to you.
Very good.
Okay. Anybody else? Did you want to do anything, Oria or Rognarv?
Rognarv is basically just. I guess he's gonna go back to the what's that called? To Chaddington's.
Yes.
He's just gonna go back to Chaddington's.
Okay.
And basically, I guess just kind of role play it. Go back to where's my cart? Is my cart? My cart
Your
is
cart
at
will be
Chaddington's.
at Chaddington's, yes.
Then I will go to there, or like basically say hello to the people, and then go to my cart, and I guess just kind of role play on how I made my axe and armor stronger, kind of.
Okay.
And I'm gonna basically like I'm artificing it, and I'm changing my cloak of. Oh wait, we've already discussed.
Yeah, but you
that we are going to Fangwood, right?
Yes.
First,
yes.
and then to the unwanted place.
Yeah, that's that.
The place Ariell is still debating about.
I'm gonna and then that's what we're going with.
I'm gonna change my cloak of Manta Ray to the cloak of Elvenkind.
Okay, so as you go into your cart, you start getting your tools and start crafting using the arcanic abilities to weave into the magic to reshape an item back into something completely different. As the cloak starts losing its leathery qualities and starts, of course, Brahm is there. Brahm is always there.
Brahm is welding for me.
Welding the cloak. With the arcanic bolts here and there, as the cloak goes from a leathery, waterproof item to a more leaf and translucent thing to give you the abilities of the cloak of Elvenkind. Anything else? By the way, Rognarv, Lass would have accompanied you.
Okay.
And then as soon as she got to Chaddington, she just went to her corridors.
Wait, what?
To her room.
Okay.
To her room.
It just kind of what's it? You stop.
I stopped.
You kind of got broken off. That cut out. That's the word. English is hard,
English
man.
Is hard.
English is hard.
Lass would have joined you, and then gotten into her own corridors when she arrived into the mansion.
One thing about Ariell's shopping is we didn't discuss the price tag on the book and the work and that would take. So I don't know if I need to take out any.
I thought you were just going to get a copy of one of the books that you've already made and just write in it.
Kind of. It was gonna be I was gonna have the book kind of like re-sleeved, I guess, into a nicer leather bound thing with the Elysian Vagabond emblem stamped into it with like gold writing saying the story of us.
Wow.
And then for the audience, since we talked about it off stream, I guess, inside of it, the first page says that Ariell will handwrite after it's done. He'll say, through hardship and pain, through laughter and love, may your journeys be light and winds fair, your second family. And then he's going to sign his name. And then the back page, the very last page, will say, I wish they were here to say goodbye, but I will do so in their stead. And then I'll mimic Cowrabao's signature and Reefer's signature.
X,
yeah. And then once that's all taken care of, I'm going to go look for everyone else across town, I guess, to have them each sign the page individually.
For the additional added work with the leather and the embroidery, especially the golden around, the price would be about 2 gold.
Okay, I will take that out and give that to the what do you call a person who works on books?
writer,
leather worker, specifically for
the booksmith.
Booksmith. That's I like that. Yeah. As you see this old man look at you. Yes. I believe this can be done within the hour or so. If you would like half now and then a half when you come back, or if you trust that the work will be done by sundown, the full 2 gold would be appreciated.
I trust you, and I hand him the 2 gold. I will be around town and stop back in before dark to pick it up.
And he looks at you. See you in a bit, young man. See you in a bit.
So what do you say?
See you in a bit, young man.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just kind of nod and I'll go finish the rest of my shopping and everything.
Young man.
Yeah, young man.
Yeah.
As you,
older than he
throughout
is,
throughout the day, as you guys are doing your individual shopping, going on excursions, speaking to your friends, drinking away your situations, or just hiding away your situation, Ariell would approach you one by one to get the signature into the book.
Which
Are you
Oria?
sure?
Oria won't mind.
Oh, he does not approach Oria.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, the book is for Oria.
Oh.
Something he
Oh.
will.
And at the end of the night, as you guys can either choose to dine at Chattington's, obviously for free, at the Sea Devils Tavern. Somehow Jamal and Elle would have already been there. Seems like they have a faster way of transportation other than boat.
Jamal's fast travel.
Jamal's fast travel.
Let's call that have wings.
Right.
They would, at the moment, Orcdeath, they're offering you free ale for everything that you've done for their inn. After explaining to them you helping out their cousin, and
Hey, I won't insult them. I must drink.
Your choice on whether you would like to dine at the tavern or at the mansion. But at
Tavern.
Tavern's
Tavern's my kind of people. The tavern's got my type of people.
It's the
fair.
best type of people there is.
Hey, I'll drink to that, buddy.
With a freshly cooked veal and a slightly under cooked pork.
My favorite kind. I like it. A lot.
But meat, salt, and drinks are had. A lot of merry singing, especially with all the soldiers that have come back into town. The tavern, instead of being filled with the usual parade of music that someone like Glass would perform, it's filled with sailor songs and drunken soldier songs. That the introduction to the song starts off very strong, and halfway through it just goes south, and then everyone just cheers and drinks and moves on to the next drink.
Oh God.
I like that when you're going to Hollywood lot.
And I presume everybody else would be going to Chaddington's?
Yes.
And for sake of expeditiousness, at dinner time, Ariell, you are in front of everybody who's all signed the book.
Just so you know, when you gave it to Brahm to kind of sign it, he was be like, "Are you sure?" And he'll sign it, and then but he'll be like Rognarv, and then Brahm will put his tail on there and electrify a little bit, get a little burn.
So you should have like electrical jolts onto the back
3D printer. 3D printer.
Of course.
This makes a tiny brown to put on the page.
As the dinner at Chaddington's is quite different. It's a lush duck poured with different oils here and there. Nice fine peach flavored wine, decored with exotic cheeses and some vegetables, and some food that's just there as decoration and not really meant for actual digestion. But nonetheless, the food is displayed.
List would not get that memo at all.
He's like, "Oh, why is this?"
Oh yeah. Oh, why does this fruit taste bad? Wax?
So you guys went to the island. How was that? Please tell me everything. I see she's chatting, biting into a leg or something, having duck grease all over his mouth, and
Gosh,
Grease is better to sea devils.
probably. And you see Samantha just grab a rag, look at him, and just throw at his face. Oh, sorry. And starts wiping it off.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm told that's rude, but yeah.
It's rude if you don't at my table.
Okay, fair.
So a nice evening of food.
I'm gonna reach in the same basket of fruit, hoping the next one isn't wax.
It's not. The grapes are fine. You do see again. Laz would be at the end of the table, but very quiet and to herself. Uncharacteristically of her.
Okay.
Anything specific that you guys would like to do before you head out at the time that you so wish?
No, I'll just give Chaddington the notebook of notes that I had been taking from the.
Oh, that's great. We will send this to the publishing and see what we can do with it.
Yeah, I have my notes too.
Excellent.
Put my notes on top of Mario's. My one page of notes.
First page, of course.
I'll give him one little page that I wrote. I wrote like a day 20, 23, and 25. That's it.
You wrote only on those days and coming back.
Yeah.
He looks at it. Well, to keep it chronological order, I will put this in the back.
No, it's on the way there.
Oh, on the way there. Okay.
It's there's a storm fucking giant. What the hecking, and so
Mine says day 14. Rognarv tried to drown himself.
These stories will be great entertainment for those that need it.
Oria will probably mention at the dinner that she is thankful to have met Chaddington and Samantha.
course. They're a fantastic heroine and great warrior. They're ecstatic to have met you.
I suppose before dinner, I would have also had Chaddington and Samantha sign the book.
Oh, okay.
And then at dinner, kind of when we're wrapping up, I'm sure we're probably finishing dessert and everything. I'm going to pull it out of my bag and just say, I suppose now is as good a time as any, seeing as we are all here. I had this made and put together earlier today. Each of us has in turn signed it as well. If you are to go back to Ravnica with your family once we reach Fangwood, then this is something for you to remember us by, and I'm going to hand it to Oria.
And as you do so, Oria, you see this gorgeous leather-bound book with the emblem of the Elysian Vagabonds with this golden embroidery around it, and it's thick. It looks extremely well made. As you hear glass tinking at the other end, and you guys kind of have the like, oh, is this gonna be a toast? And you see Chaddington just with some melted cream just. And then underneath the table, with this large marble table, you see Samantha kind of like slick down a little bit in her seat, and then quickly jerk, and you hear oh! As you see that she kicks him, and she stands up and looks directly at Oria and smiles.
Oria's gonna just kind of look down at the book, and she's just gonna wipe her eyes. West is pushing his dessert plate away, and he's filling his glass with more wine and just drinking it.
Yeah, it's just... I greatly appreciate this, Ariell. I will cherish this.
West refills on the wine.
And I will cherish the time that I have spent with you.
Meanwhile, Orcdeath gets his dessert in the tavern with more froth on his egg.
Oh shit, I forgot Orcdeath wasn't here.
A brawl fight commences as most of the dwarves start to like push away, and at the moment, Orcdeath, there is a agreed upon wrestling match between you and a fellow dark worker. This half-elf man who looks like he's definitely seen his share of fights.
Laddie, have you had enough to drink tonight?
Not yet, but maybe after this. Let's go. Let's go, old man. And then he reaches in to try to wrestle on you.
All right, lad.
Roll me a strength check. Versus his.
A natural 2. I'm missing a 0.
Oh, dang, bro.
As you reach in and he grabs you and you just immediately slip underneath him, and then he falls on top of you, just based on just how wet the surface is currently on the floor with all the drinkings going around, and you both start laughing, and then he's like, 2 drinks! And then when he doesn't get up from the floor, he grabs the drink, passes it to you.
Take a drink, hand it to him.
He just brought it to us.
I kind of work my legs underneath to his stomach and
Okay.
push him off.
All right.
I got to roll strength?
No. He's
Okay.
with your strength, he's light enough. But as he does so, you see everyone start cheering, clapping, and then you do hear if anyone fucking destroys my tavern again,
they'll pay.
they better. And you see
Chaddington, somebody named Chaddington will pay for all the damages.
You see like a sparkle in her eye like appears. If money signs could go on her eyes, they would. And you just see her husband. I think we need to clean over here. Let's go. And she's like, but he said Chaddington, and he starts pushing her to the back. As you see Jamal start cleaning the surface of the counter, and then he asks one of the young boys who's helping that night to go clean him up the spilled drink. And Oria, anything else?
As I guess the night would be winding down, I guess she will go up to West and
Wes is gonna beeline for his room.
She's gonna cast Hold Person on your ass.
Whoa.
The second Wes sees Oria approaching him, he's gonna make a U-turn and he's gonna beeline it for the bedroom. Okay, what am I rolling?
Wisdom saving throw?
That's his best stat.
Fine, you're fine.
That is, I believe, wisdom save. Wait, I have a. Wait. Why do I have a? Oh yeah, because I have a.
The Cloak of Resistance.
The Cloak of Resistance. Yeah, so that is a 16.
You motherfucker!
Ah!
He just hit the DC.
Ah!
No.
Well, if he's still gonna walk off, she's gonna just follow after him.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door in your face.
Oh.
Oria is going to wild shape into a mouse to squeeze up underneath the door.
Okay, that's fine. Wes is just gonna go sit down and be angry.
As a mouse
I'm
goes
gonna pull
through.
Trixie out.
Okay.
I need a support animal in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
What I roll?
Do you have Trixie? I thought you gave Trixie to somebody.
I did, but then he gave her back.
Yes, that's correct. All right. Do you have the stats for Trixie in front of you?
I do, yeah.
Okay, roll me a d10.
Okie dokie.
Rolls a shark.
I'm gonna hug it anyway.
You would in this situation. As the tiny mouse goes and squeezes shape in to this large room with these red and gold tapestries, this large bed, and a lot of the decoration in here is just different for show. The plants have the appropriate watering, but no one really comes in like takes care of them, other than just feeding it water. You do see the layers of dust in your mouse form on top of most of the furniture, like the seat, the chairs, and the couch that's there. The only thing to really use is just the bed.
I rolled a dire wasp.
As,
Oh my!
A wasp the size of West is, bzzz, and you definitely hear the suction and vacuum of their wings flapping to keep it afloat. It's quite terrifying as a small rodent at the moment.
I don't care what shape Trixie's in. I'm just gonna pet her.
And as you pet, you feel the
Barbiness of it.
incredibly fuzziness of the wasp. As you see that its other legs start wrapping around you.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's not the nicest feeling in the world, and it kind of tickles in all the wrong places. But Trixie, she's embracing you.
Mm-hmm. I accept it.
The little mouse is gonna wild shape back into Oria.
I'm ignoring you.
Wes, can I talk to you for a minute, please?
No, I'm ignoring you.
Wes.
Ignoring.
Can you stop being a stubborn ass for one freaking moment? Does he say?
Yes, he does, actually.
As Wes is just on his bed, as the bee is
There's a giant dire wasp crawling around his back.
There is. Yeah, the wasp is just embracing him from behind.
That's
the mandible just.
And the mandible's like right in his ear, just.
Yeah, they're making sweet noises as a Trixie would embrace you and love you, but it's a wasp.
I love her no matter what form she's in.
Question.
Yes.
Yes.
Wouldn't a dire wasp feel tension and react to such tension?
No, because Trixie loves me.
Because of the specific magic item, it obeys Wes's commands. So Wes says, "I need a hug."
It's linked to my mental state.
The wasp hugs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oria's just gonna look at West and just sigh, and then from around her neck, not what you think.
Fine.
She is going to take off an amulet that she has on her, and she is holding it out to West.
Why? I mean, you should keep it.
I want you to have it.
No,
That's not the only thing.
I don't want it. No.
She's gonna set it on the nightstand next to him. And with it, 3 bottles.
Oh boy. You know we still have to journey there, right?
This is for when I'm not going to be with you guys.
Okay, then you should keep them while you're with us. What?
Logic.
Great energy.
Just let me do this, please.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't care what you do.
You obviously do.
I don't care what you do. You can do whatever you want. You're a strong, independent Loxodon woman.
Meanwhile, at the tavern.
Someone gets bit in the leg.
Well, since Wes is pretty much ignoring her,
He's not ignoring you. He's just being a stubborn asshole right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's whatever you're like sending his direction. He's trying to like put a wall up.
Mm-hmm. I get that. Well, no. Stubbornness.
That's Westing.
He's gonna sit and wait.
He gruffly says no.
No.
And she will sit there and wait.
10 minutes pass by.
What? What do you want?
And you just see her hold her arms out.
No, I'm not. No. Don't do that shit. We have to travel. You're making this weird. You're making this weird. Says the one that's being hugged behind by a dire wasp.
Yeah.
You see the wasp actually kind of like still hold on to you, but one of its legs reaches over to a necklace and then like throws it awkwardly on your head and it kind of just dangles onto your nose and stays there.
It's funny how Trixie seems to have a little bit better, understanding right now than.
Well, I mean, she does whatever she wants, I guess. I don't know.
Then you see Trixie start wrapping around you, and the head of the wasp is now on your lap.
I pet it. I just pet her. She is her own independent creature. She can do whatever she wants. As I pet Trixie so she doesn't bark at me. Right.
Bark?
Yeah, wasp
He's
bark.
trying to. He wants to bark at me.
I'm sure he does.
It's been more suitable if Trixie was a mastiff, but she's not.
Well, then here.
What?
We'll say our goodbyes when we reach Fangwood.
That's what I want. Thanks. Why do you want to say goodbye so early? Like, why make this weird? Why just keep shoving in our faces that you're leaving us?
I'm not trying to do that.
Then
That one cuss word in Loxodon as well.
the one curse word I know in Loxodon.
Did you see her stare at him? Are you done?
Yes. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not used to people just preparing to leave or knowing that they're going to leave, because people in my life, when they leave, it's something they don't control and they just go.
I wouldn't do something like that to you.
Then why are you trying to say goodbye so early? So I'm afraid you're going to say goodbye to me and the next thing is I don't want to say it out loud. But West is thinking in this moment of when Carabao turned around and went back into the tower.
Wes.
What?
I'm saying it
Stop
now.
it. Ruining this.
Ruining the
I'm
moment.
preparing myself
Tracy, stop.
because this is hard for me too.
And why are you doing it?
Because I'm terrified.
Okay, fine.
She's gonna reach her trunk out and just pat West on the head.
West will allow Trixie to get off his lap, and she will be a little mad about it when he does it.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna make a noise similar to a dog. Oh my god. No, sir.
Just like that. As Trixie goes over to Oria's lap as well.
Dire wasp barks.
Dire wasp bark. Dire wasp is still barking.
That's how dire wasps are.
That's how dire wasps are. With the continuous fighting over at the tavern, and the wrestling, the mopping and cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah, and
He's gonna release Trixie, and West will get up, and he will finally reciprocate with a hug. But he won't say anything about it.
With you guys hugging and embracing.
That's it. That's all Wes is gonna do. He's after a good amount of time, he's just gonna release her and then just sit back on the bed.
oh, during that good amount of time, Oria's crying.
Wes doesn't cry. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I think Wes might be bawling at the moment.
Oh, he absolutely is. He just is so in his thought of I'm not crying right now, but he is. He's 100% crying because he's a big fucking baby.
With y'all's warm embrace.
Yes.
Anything
Wes
else?
is just gonna sit.
When Oria just calms down, she'll just tell Wes that she'll see him in the morning. And what she left West is the 2 potions that, because again, she knows West doesn't like storms and stuff.
Aw.
She left him the 2 potions that Fox made from the dragons that give resistance to lightning.
Oh my god!
She gave him the amulet proof against detection.
Which I believe that one has to be attuned.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's the one other bottle that is there is a note.
Okay.
And the note, since Wes can read now,
You can now read, yes.
for when you find them and bring them back.
Oh no.
And it's 1,000 gold pieces worth of the diamond dust.
So I mean more of a chest than anything else.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
it's a lot of powder, so yeah.
Okay, yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry you got a lot of shit that you're having to write.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me that list later.
I will give it to you later.
Because I was like, potion. Stop. Fuck. Okay.
Oria, as you do head out the door, and close it behind you, as you're closing it in your back, is turned to the hallway. The second you turn to face the direction to go to your room, you see a blue blur, and then you feel a warm, slightly wet embrace as
Aww.
Laz hugs you for less than a second and then runs away.
Aw.
So, the morning comes. There's an odd rooster crowing. Bright orange.
Weird red rooster.
Weird red rooster crowing. Orcdeath, you're greeted to a warm splash of water on your face, and then before you're able to swing, a cup of coffee just infiltrates your nostrils, and you're like, that is a very strong cup.
Ooh.
As you guys get the things that you need to that are being that weren't ready until tomorrow. As well as picks up the custom items that he made, the blades, etc.
Yes.
What do we do, guys?
I need that coffee.
Yep. Get ready to leave. I guess just reconvene with Orcdeath at the tavern.
Exactly. Reconvene with Orcdeath.
As you guys get couscous, get your supplies, get your cart.
Hooked up to Brum.
Hooked up to Brum, obviously. Orcdeath, your entire party is waiting for you outside after they probably already ate breakfast and were able to let it soothe on the little trolley ride over there. As you're almost done eating yours as they're outside the tavern.
No, give me a to-go box.
To-go boxes given. Smells like fish, but there you go.
I mean, hey, it's the best kind of food. Tavern food's best hangover food.
Yes. With Wes with his new box, Oria with her items, and Wes with your other new items.
Yes.
Nice packages are put into the back of the cart to keep the dresses from getting ruffled or dirty. The blades have a really nice sheath in a good thick wooden box to help with the transport. As we are going to travel a bit. Yes.
Little question. On the way there, would we hit like a jeweler or something like that?
You hit a jeweler, technically yes, on the mountains.
I'm a jeweler.
Hey, Orcdeath's a jeweler.
Oh no, I just want to buy a stone. No, I want to buy a stone. That's it.
He's gonna buy.
No, I'm gonna buy a stone.
Yeah, you can buy
it's like a ruby or something like that
for components.
Yes, I want to.
Sure.
Yes.
Just one ruby stone, basically. Or something.
How big of a ruby stone do you want it?
Like, how big?
How much gold are you willing to spend on it? Because they'll have between 10, 25, 50, 100, 500, depending on what you need. Because a lot of gems are used for material components, so...
I'll use probably like 50 gold. How big is 50 gold? Like I can grasp it like this?
Yeah, it'll be a hand work.
Yeah.
It depends on the cut, too.
Yeah, it's a big gem for 50 gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll get that.
Okay.
Great, a dwarf with bling bling.
And then when I get that, I want to talk to Oria by herself in private, and it's like whenever, I don't know whenever that's gonna happen.
I mean, we can be on our cart right now. And,
basically, I just want to talk to Oria in private where nobody can hear.
And Vasa going to these mountains over here.
Wait, where are we going?
Gives West takeout.
Yes.
Let's go.
My to-go box.
This one's a little bit better. Let me move you guys to a slightly better map. Couscous is currently pulling the haul of everybody. Krovasa going through these the mountains over here, all the way to Fangwood, I believe is up here. Yeah. Yes. So that's kind of your journey.
Yes.
It'll be about a 2.5 month trip.
What about with West Fast Travel?
Oh yeah, that will shorten into about a month and a half then.
Hey.
Yeah, the Tomb of the Elk is pretty good. As you're reconvening where to go, how to go, and oddly being very intuitive to the map and which regions to go.
I don't care where the road is. You're clipping over the mountain.
Yeah, kind of. That's the gist of this. Okay, so just for a little bit of explanation on what you guys have been seeing, and then I'll let Jeremiah take the wheel for the roleplay. So as you guys travel outside of the port city, going through different villages and cities, days passing through farms, buying some little food here, there, or trading what you need for the supplies, hunting. You guys go through a vast around this area or so. It'd be some plains that you guys would see hippogriffs hunting. You guys will be going through some thick bushes and forests with the obvious sign of Fangwood approaching. After fishing and hunting, getting some gain, brewing some ale, picking some wild herbs to make your food taste just a little bit better on the road, passing through different trading posts and a mining village here and there. When you guys enter the forest, Oria, this seems a lot more lively to you as what you were used to. As a couple of pixies prank you guys and making for a couple of minutes, nothing terrible, but you guys all start noticing that all your ears turn into rabbit ears. You hear a little giggle here and there of an invisible wing start flapping, and then your ears are back to normal as it disappears. Eventually you'll be arriving into the compound. Jeremiah, Rognarv, what do you want to say to Oria?
Yeah, I'm just basically gonna grab the ruby that I bought because I want it to be a little special, and basically I'll talk to Oria like, Oria, I haven't really known you in a long time, but it is a little bit sad to hear that you are leaving. But I understand you need to go to your family, you need to protect your family, but I feel like West is having a really hard time about this. And then I will grab the ruby and kind of hand it to her, and it's like, whenever you think about it, you let me know, and I can imbue that with magic, so you can leave a message for West before you leave. Only 6 seconds though. There is a rules.
I don't make them. I just follow the rules. I'm just a messenger here.
I just follow the rules.
She'll think Ragnar.
Just whenever you're ready, let me know. I have one right now with I have a little stone with what's his name? Tita Weiss right now.
You guys didn't have a pair of sending stones, so you can communicate with each other. As Oria, you'll have definitely plenty of time throughout the almost month and a half excursion to get here.
It's not for communicating. It's basically like a recorded message.
Yeah. For the ruby, yes.
Yeah. And it will not disappear until
you dismissed it. Okay, which is very nice and lovely. As the cart starts going through definite pathways into the forest, and you see the first scout this half-elven man start running to the compound. Eventually, you get to a position where it's a slight amount of rain starts hitting the cart, as Couscous is definitely pushing along to the mud that's starting to build, but not anything too terrible. Brom is also having a slight bit of issue going through, but nothing impeding your movement or anything. As you guys see the walls of all these large trees that were used to make the barrier, the fence around this compound, with the drawbridge completely lowered. As you see a very large large, huge tusk Loxodon waiting outside with about 30 Loxodons inside the compound, archers all around, and people starting to cheer and yell. You guys are about maybe like 100 feet or so away. As Couscous keeps on moving forward into the compound.
Oria, I think you're up.
Yeah, she'll get out and walk up to.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can sit in the car a little bit longer until you get a little bit.
Yeah, she will. Yeah.
As you guys approach the compound, you see some of the Loxodons, whoever was driving the actual cart, starts releasing the horse, giving Couscous a nice little pat and rest. As you see Yolna, Oria's mother, just waiting straight in the center of the lowered down bridge to let you guys in. Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just looking at the cart, and you see that she's kind of moving her head to try to look for Oria.
Yeah, once the cart, I guess, gets up there, run out and approach her mother and give her a hug.
As you embrace your mom, give her a hug, you feel a tug on your garments at the bottom, and you see your daughter. You don't know if it's tears in her eye, if it's just a rain, but she's tugging at you, and then hugs your leg and embraces you.
Yeah, Oria's gonna get down to Brahmi's height and hug her.
As the rest of you guys are getting out of your cart, you hear a massive and you see a young Minotaur child charging you guys.
I'll take it.
All right.
How is he?
Roll me a strength check, West.
Did he grow?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Is he taller than me now?
Oh no!
He's almost your size.
Oh no!
What did you get?
Uh,
Got a 14.
So with so that's a 10.
Okay.
That's 9.
Oh. Wait, what's the total?
10.
10. Okay. I rolled a 10.
11. Excuse me.
Okay. So you see this young Minotaur who's about the size of your dwarven compatriots at the moment. He cannot be older than 3 years old, barely reaching on 4. Just you see as he picks up Wes, and he just puts him down, and then the biggest hug. You think he might actually break your hip as he hugs you.
Pat his head.
And you see as he looks at you, hi.
Hi.
And you see one of the elven people that live there as she's holding Cordelia by the hand. As she goes over and starts patting on Ariell and says, "Hey." And then you see that she reaches her hand over to the right to where Tarsius is, and Tarsius goes and she's tar. And he grabs her and then puts her on her shoulder.
Oh my god.
And you see that when she's on her shoulder, she now is instinctually grabbing his horn and like moving one of his horns. So as he's holding her, so she has like they've done this before. You get that impression that like they've already unified as a thing, and he's definitely her eyes and making her feel a lot taller.
I'm going to give those to them.
That's so cute.
Okay, there's a huge bear hug from Ariell. They both hug you and embrace you as well.
And broke your hip.
If Wes felt like his hip was about to break, Ariel's snapping like a twig.
Yeah.
As you see Yolna look at you, Oria, it's great to see you. Does that mean that we can go home? Have you learned what you needed to learn?
For the most part. I'm still trying to gather components, but I'm here.
Wonderful. Did you learn how to use the stone? Did you master it?
I'm still practicing.
Okay. The DM only has
I
one
mean, she had been.
check for you to do. You could have learned it. It's okay. Don't worry, just a magic item. Just completely discard it. Okay, I'm playing.
West is gonna be working on unpacking the cart for Oria.
You see Laz actually does not get out of the cart at all.
No. Laz, what are you doing?
I'm fine. Staying in here.
Why?
No reason.
Look, I get it. It sucks. Okay.
You don't hear anything from inside the cart.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back to unpacking Oria's shit and moving it somewhere dry.
Okay. As again, the compound is this large, massive area that everything for the common cooking area and the fences are definitely above ground, but it's subterranean where all the living quarters are. As I lower this a little bit until you start speaking. So you'll kind of grabs you, and then you see your daughter grab you by the arm as you're being kind of held a little bit at an awkward angle as your mother looks at you and says, so what's the plan? Are you all staying here, or is it what can we help you with?
She'll just look back over at them. It's like, oh, they helped bring me back here. I don't know how else to put it. We're trying not to cry right now either.
You see that your mom looks at you, and like her eyes start dawdling and trying to read you. I understand. Hugs you, and then looks towards everybody, and then immediately looks towards West. Her incredibly high wisdom has a very high insight. Her passive insight. It's like, it is hard, but she will be here safe when you return.
I'm gonna go into the cart, and I'm gonna pull out the box that I would have been keeping coveted away from everyone. Because you would have seen West with it, but he'd be like, "No, don't look at it."
When you go inside the cart to grab it, you see that Laz is actually facing the wall.
I am gonna say to Laz, as I'm going, as I break off from the bear hug with Cordelia and Tarsius and go to the cart to grab some stuff, the gifts, stuff. Yes. I want to look to Laz and just be like, "You can't stay inside the cart forever, Laz. You're going to be staying here probably at least the night. You might as well come out, get dried off, get something to eat."
You just hear her say, "I'm fine. I'll come out when I'm ready."
Don't push it, dude. Just don't push it. And I'm gonna get the box, and I'm gonna take it over to Oria.
As both of you guys are leaving the cart, and the weight just as you guys step into the mud that's starting to collect pretty evenly now throughout the compound. And you are heading to whom, West?
I'm gonna go directly to Oria.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold the box out to her. Be like, this is for you. I mean, it's mostly for your daughter, but it's also something. I guess, I don't know. What's the word Chaddington told me? Fuck it, I don't know.
Sentimental?
Yes, thank you.
You see Oria kind of blink, and then she's gonna just kind of open the box.
Open the box? Okay. I'm gonna post the picture in the Discord so you can see it.
Okay. It's the same one you sent me, right?
Yes, it is actually.
We're doing this live, everybody. We're doing
it live.
We're gonna see the box. But
you're gonna show it here.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I need to get it. It's downloaded.
What did you do?
I did something.
Echoing.
Okay. And as you you see, and the audience can see it,
Oh.
but if you guys are, I can quickly make
Oh,
it here
I've been-
on.
There we are. Okay.
Just give me a
Wes
second.
had a toy set made where it includes all of everyone that they have met, for the most part. You have Jamal is the dragon. You have Elle. You have Reefer, Fox, Dis, West, Ariell, Carabow, Orcdeath, Brom, Rognarv, Lads, Paddington. The little dude at the end, he was an extra. The dude's like, hey, it's like buy 15, get one free. And Wes is like, okay, I'll take one of those little, and, you know, and I don't know.
Like there's a special boy towards the very end.
Yeah,
On the right.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
The dude said his name. Like, he was like this little knight named Alistair. Anyway, it's something for you to, I guess, remember us by, and you know, your daughter can play with and make up her own adventures because ours are not exactly child friendly. And yeah,
Oria's gonna just close the box and then pull Weston for another really big hug.
he will not fight that. He will hug her back.
With
I'm-
the nice the box itself looks pretty mundane, and there's a couple of nicks and cracks here and there, but the inside is all of these different beautifully wooden carved and definitely beautifully decorated individual pieces, all really close to correct size, are neatly put into this big display about almost like 2 feet in length, cushioned very well. With you feel that there's either hay or something at the bottom to just make sure that nothing clinks against each other to scratch off any of the paint.
Yeah, so you know, I'm gonna miss you because you've been a really important person to me, and I don't get a lot of those in my life.
I guess with that I guess by this point in time, Oria would have probably already figured what she would have said into the ruby.
Yeah, I would have made the magic so that you can record your message, 6-second message,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell, because basically it was like, if you're giving it to West, I need to tell West kind of like how to use it, I guess, or
Oh
something.
god, that didn't crash course.
Yeah, she'll hand him she'll hand Wes the ruby, just saying, just talk to Rognarv first. Don't use it yet until I guess on the road. Okay?
Yes, she
Why?
has you.
Say something really embarrassing.
No.
Okay.
Like you wouldn't know what that ruby is. It's
No,
just
I
a
will.
ruby right now.
I guess I mean, all right. I'll talk to Rognarv about it.
Mhm.
I need you to know this is making me sad.
This is making me sad too.
I don't want you to go, but you know, you're your own person, and I'm sorry if I did anything to.
You did absolutely nothing. This is nothing on you.
I want to fix it. I want to fix everything shitty that happened, and I hate that you're going away, but I understand why you're going away.
Well, look at it this way. You all are stronger than me in that sense.
It's either that or you're smarter than us.
I don't believe that.
No, you are. Trust me. It's what the big guy said. He says you're the smartest one out of everyone. And I don't know what I'm going to do without you. I guess I have to be the smartest one now, and I'm not good at that.
You'll be fine. I trust you.
Fine, I'll try.
As the rain continues to pour into the night, a few Loxodons start going underneath, and you see eventually as last does come out, and as people are trying to cover themselves to cook a fine dinner, she just begrudgingly kind of just puts out her hand and stops the cascade of water, giving them enough time to cook. She grabs a portion for herself and then goes back into the cart. As you guys have a good meal, the night eventually cuts off the rain. A nice bonfire is made. Stories are shared and told. Some music badly played, but music and song is starting to cheer. Specifically, chants in Loxodon, specifically about the Celestia Conclave. Stories of peace in woods and ever-growing population, with a full night's sleep and a morning that most of you don't want to come, but eventually does come. Anything that you guys want to do on our way out? One sec, let me raise your volume. What's up?
I'm going to go to Tarsius.
Okay.
And I'm going to give him a little headbutt again.
As he kind of like lets you actually do the actual headbutt, he just lowers his head. As you see, like, oh, okay, that's different. He's learning.
Aww.
I'm just gonna smile as I kind of notice that, and then I'm going to pull out from behind my back the, I guess, short sword size.
Oh yeah.
Blade. And I'm going to just say to him, "You've done a good job protecting your little sister. We're going to be gone again. Hopefully not as long as last time. But I'll come back. I always do."
City's nodding his head.
And I'm going to kind of... Is it still raining today?
No, it'll be clear the next morning. It's just
okay, good.
Let me switch the audio.
I'm going to kind of pick Cordelia up and carry her over to the group. And I'm going to kind of hold out my hand and look to everyone and say, "Are you ready?"
So yes, Tarsius gets his sword, unsheaths a little bit, protect, sheaths it again, and puts it on his head as the sword's being balanced. Away. And he walks towards his little sister.
I put out my hand like I usually do when I'm healing something. Just look at them and say, "Are you ready?"
Ready.
Do this. She should be able to see again. And I wanted the first thing she sees to be family.
Ah!
So, with that, I'm going to... Okay. I'm going to do my healing touch on Cordelia. Really hope this works.
Stressed.
Expend your points as you see that Ariell grabs his hands in a position of prayer. As you also see, coincidentally, the clouds start dismissing slightly around, and the area is slightly brighter. As his hands glow in a very, very vibrant gold and starts radiating on his hands, and he puts his hands over her eyes and kind of like presses and almost imitating like he's brushing away tears and just rubbing the eyes in a circular pattern. You see Cordelia's eyes start unglistening, and you see this extremely beautiful jade eye color as she looks, and then she looks scared and confused, and then she starts looking around.
I just smile, and I speak to her so she's not scared, just so she knows it's me.
And she goes over and walks towards you, Ariell. Tartar. like, pats on your leg.
Aww. My heart.
And you see that she's very confused and like tries to, like almost mimicking trying to like grab above her. And you see Tarsius scoop under, so his horn goes into her hand. Tart. And then Tarsius picks her up. And you see that she has this huge smile on her face, like she's absorbing everything in and completely enjoying it.
I'm going to open up the bag full of dresses, different colored dresses for her, and just kind of show her all the colors and let her feel the material and stuff.
As you see that she does, and she definitely embraces the lighter yellow tinted one.
Oh, my heart. I'm going to give the bag to Yulna.
You see that she grabs it and just has a huge smile on her face. And she looks at you and very lightly just whispers, "Thank you."
No thanks needed. With that, be well, and we will be off, I suppose. And I'm going to go over to Oria and give her a hug.
Okay. She'll return the hug and just basically state, I hope that spear helps you.
I'm sure it will. Thank you. And I'm just going to kind of turn and go back to the car.
You, Ariell, as you're going to the cart, you do see that Laz is sitting on top of the cart, just watching everything happen.
I'll just climb into the driver's seat and wait for everyone.
Okay.
Guess I'm gonna go up to Oria, and I'm gonna go hug her.
Which again, she'll return.
I don't know if when we go down there, if it'll work out. But just know that you're really important to me.
She'll nod and just, again, you're important to me too, West.
I've never known who my mother was, and I guess you kind of corrected what I thought a mother should be.
She'll smile at that.
Thank you for everything and keeping me from doing a lot of stupid shit. Not all of it, but some of it. And he's just gonna hug her one more time and then walk to the cart.
Ariel's just looking up in the sky. It's a terrible day for rain.
I hate you so much.
Oh my god.
Westy's going to shove himself into the driver's seat next to Ariell as roughly as he can. And he's gonna smack him on the face like, "Stop fucking crying."
His eyes are glistening. As much
Stop
as
fucking crying. That's Westy's crying right now. He's just gonna yell at Ariell, "Stop fucking crying."
I just kind of sniffle a bit. I'm not crying.
Yes, you fucking are. Stop it.
Not crying. It's allergies.
It's allergies. It's raining. What are you talking about?
Clear blue sky.
Fucking pollen.
Like with that too, Rognarv's gonna obviously climb up on top of Brum because he can't reach Oria. But I was like, I'm not really much of a hugger, but take care. Brum's a hugger though. Be careful.
You see Brum embrace her metallic claws.
So like that.
Very gentle.
Just very gentle, but just a little bit of I would say just a little bit of warning, and then that's all I'm gonna say, and then Brum's gonna have a little tinge of electrocution.
tingles.
You see Oria jump a little bit.
Archangel.
Definitely tingles.
And then I'll proceed to hook her up on the cart to prepare to get ready, basically.
You see Laz still kicking on top of the cart, as though she's waiting for something. Orcdeath, is there anything that you do?
Who?
Orcdeath, is there anything that you do?
Oh,
Who?
I'm just watching everybody trying to figure out.
I'm just watching everybody trying.
Let's keep moving.
What's going on with everybody? Let's keep moving.
All right. As everybody's getting on there, getting onto the cart, you see Laz kick herself off and walk over to Oria, give her a quick hug, and then just run to the end and back to the cart.
Thank you, Laz.
Kumbaya person.
Understood.
Whoa, why is...
Whoa, Echo. Dad, mute yourself on 20.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
that's.
Orcdeath started working on the roll 20.
Yeah, it's just either mute him or what you can.
Go figure.
I know, right? It just started working again. As you guys are getting on, Oria, you feel a hole on your finger, and you see your daughter grabbing it. You're not going?
No, I'm gonna stay here.
For real?
Aww.
Yes.
Are you leaving again?
No, sweetie, I'm staying here.
And then you see that she puts her arms out for a hug.
Oh.
Oria's gonna reach down and pick her up and hug her.
With the big hug, you see that eventually she kind of pulls away, so you're like holding her, but she's waving bye to the caravan.
I'm gonna wave bye, but I'm not looking back.
I'll wave.
I'll just go like this, like that, like backwards.
Yeah, that's what
And then-
Wes is doing.
And then Brahm's tail too is going like this.
With the mud pretty much almost being completely solid by now, Couscous continues on his trek, and you guys are heading your way back to finally go into the mountains and go further down into the dark. And that is where we're going to take a break. The dreaded Underdark, I know, guys. But yeah. So, we'll be back in a bit, guys. Enjoy our friends' little advertisement, and we'll be back in a minute.
Bye.
Hey, yo, Vic, I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players? Who's Grayson? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Val?
So we have new players?
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Fangwood.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online. All right, man. That fucking works for me. All right. Cool. See you later. Bye.
Let me put in a little bit of music as we're going to be traveling in an opposite direction now.
Yes.
We're going to be traveling from Fangwood into the mountains, specifically down here to where you guys initially went into the Underdark.
I don't like it.
Around up here, a little bit further north than this, is where you guys fought the Black Dragon Draka. So, to be slightly blunt, we're going to be doing a little skill challenge, and if you guys succeed on this skill challenge, since we have 5 players, I'm going to ask 3 successes before 4 failures. If you pass this, you get a little advantage on whatever's coming up next. If you don't, then we'll see. So, as we're traveling from the forest all the way down into the mountainous terrain, crossing through different little villages and towns to go to the hills and valleys and into the mountains, I'm going to lead it on to you. Whoever, again, for skill challenges, either one person at a time. If you already did a skill challenge and you passed or failed, you can't do it until the rotation goes around. Yeah. You can't reuse the same skill if somebody already used that skill. So I'm turning on the page onto you guys. What skill do you guys want to use to aid your trip? And you describe what's happening. I just have the DC. You guys tell me. And each skill is going to get harder and harder and harder. So who wants to go first? Unfortunately, we don't have a character for Tabatha at the moment. So it's upon the rest of you guys. How do you wish to proceed forward? Brutal, dude. Brutal.
I'm hurt.
She can play last.
Listen to that. Listen.
She could be last.
I'll go.
Sure. Yeah. I have the last character sheet here for you guys need, but yeah. What's up, Coleton?
I will be praying to Palor for clear skies and warm weather.
All right. I can take that one. All right, roll me a religion check.
Alrighty. Ooh. 25.
Okay, as we pass our first one, as the journey travels into maybe a little bit, almost 2 weeks or so for your current destination to your new one now. And every morning, Ariell wakes up, meditates, and prays. You don't really see a vision or hear anything, but the days have been extremely bright, but very windy, and just enough clouds to shade, but give a very clear brightness throughout the area. no rain or hither of anything natural is deterring you at the moment, and it's been pretty clear. A lot of game throughout, birds singing and chirping. It seems like everything's just a little extra vibrant and lively.
Nice.
As our first one is a success.
One thing real quick. If we pass up any outposts or anything like that, I would send a letter back to Yulna, telling her if they're able to complete the gate scroll and everything, or gate spell before we're back, to contact a traveling salesperson by the name of T the Wise to pick up the children.
Okay.
Their
I'm
babies.
this as notes.
Okay. I guess West, if Ariel's not driving and West takes over, he'll be doing what he can to make sure that the road they travel, I guess, make sure that the road they travel on is safe and to, not hit any potholes and shit.
Okay. What skill are you using?
Probably survival, I guess,
Okay.
since it's like surveying land and whatnot.
Roll me survival.
Okay. It's not bad. Survival. That is an 18.
We have our first failure.
Oh,
Ah!
what?
18.
Wait, hold on.
Each one's getting higher and higher and higher in the numbers.
Oh, wait, no, I think that's 20. Hold on.
Is it 20?
14 plus 6. I'm an idiot.
Okay, then that's a pass.
I'm a god dang idiot.
Okay. It's okay. You're role playing a little too intently.
I know.
Right.
I'm method acting, apparently.
As you start alternating with Ariell and definitely or scouting out ahead with your space is just so fast. You start reporting back that potholes here, just assisting in the navigation and definitely aiding in the speed of what's transpiring, making sure there's no damage to carts, making sure that where you're going is safe, scouting out ahead if you need to. If there's anything that you heard that might sound a little menacing, you report it back, wait a little bit. When nothing really arises from it, you guys continue moving on forward. And the second one passes. So I need 3 before 4 failures. You have 2 successes, so the next success is a success.
Okay.
Then Orcdeath.
Orcdeath's going to do stealth, be way ahead of West. He's just he's not checking the road, but he's checking the areas on the sides of the road.
All right, roll me a stealth.
Plus 4. 17. It's 13 plus 4, 17.
All right. Unfortunately,
that's a fail.
Yeah, it's a fail. As each one of these is going to increasingly go up. As you do so, you do manage to get some attention towards you, Orcdeath, but not anything to slow you guys down more than like a day or two, as a just minor inconvenience within another hunting guild that was there. The rise of a conflict was about to start, but then diffused immediately when you guys definitely outnumbered them. But it was an inconvenience for that day, for sure. So that goes on to
Rognarv.
Ugh, I don't know what to do. Maybe perception for looking, looking for traps. If there's any kind of traps or anything from people, kind of like that.
Sure. Roll me a perception.
Question.
Yes.
Is this with advantage with my shield or no?
If you have your shield
because
donned,
it skills.
Yes. If you have your shield donned, then yes.
Because for the most part, I always have it like right here. I don't put it on my back. He never put it on his back.
If you
He's always kind of like this.
If you have your shield donned, then yes, you do. Yeah.
Because it's a skill check. That's why I was asking if there's a person.
You're good.
Thank God for the freaking. That was a nat 1-on-1. That is plus 6, 21.
21. Alrighty. And with the last check successful, as you and Orcdeath are scouting out ahead, switching on between who's scouting, who's not, taking your breaks. You do manage to succeed on that. And since you were the last one, we'll just take the RP towards you. As you start hearing further on ahead, it's being muffled a lot by as you guys are going to closer to this area over here. Like more over here where like the mountains start hitting, but the waterways are still flowing. As you there's a cascade of water, just a waterfall essentially, just perusing and making a lot of noise and muffling the sounds. But on this day, you definitely hear a slight muffle of creatures just and they start scurrying away. And what languages do you know?
Me, I only know Common, Dwarf, and Elvish.
Okay, so this definitely a language you have no idea what you hear. You hear a and some like almost like dogs yapping at each other and little squeals here and there.
Do I know where it is?
It's going off
like
on the trail
towards
from where
anyway.
you're going. It is on a path for sure, but it's leading slightly deterring from the mountain. Not anything dangerously like moving away from where you're going, but it is a slight little detour to just going straight into where you need to. Since with the Tome of the Elk, west is pretty much the same. The fastest route is going this way. You need to go off trail and go over here. But
that way, guys.
This is leading on an actual trail, like the trail that normally people go on. This is on that path.
Then I'll go back to the caravan and tell people that like I heard something towards that way. Some yip yapping. I don't understand the language or some sort. I feel like somebody's getting kidnapped.
So
I heard some yip yapping and somebody and another one that looks like it's muffled. Maybe
so So in your opinion, they don't know why we're here.
I don't think so.
So I mean, somebody's in trouble.
Feel like someone's in trouble.
I think we should.
Just gonna shoot off straight into the air, flying.
Okay.
And kind of quietly come up to that direction.
Okay. How are you going to like above tree lines? Are you staying pretty close to the earth or the ground?
I'll stay pretty close, maybe like 40 feet up. Like tree. I guess lines would be good.
Okay. Roll me perception and then roll me a stealth.
Got it.
Perception is 14.
Okay.
And stealth gonna be. Where is it? Stealth is 17.
17. Okay. All right. As I got those numbers, and you see Ariell just spread his wings and just start flying above and start heading towards that direction, following the road as Rognarv has suggested. What about the rest of you guys at the cart?
Sure. I guess I don't know if Ariell has the Sending Stone.
I do.
You do? Whoever the fuck has the other one, can you ask him what the fuck's going on?
What the fuck is going on?
Thank you, Rognarv.
Well,
what the what?
We need one to guard the wagon and two to go help.
You see, lads, I can guard the wagon. If you guys want to play hero.
Fine,
right.
Works for me. Let's
3 to help.
Okay, let's go follow him.
I'm gonna stealth my way with over there.
All right. Roll me stealth checks. Everyone that is stealthing.
All right.
Breaking every branch I'm stepping on.
Oh,
fair.
A little bit of FYI. My armor has disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
But my cloak gives me advantage.
So it's a straight roll.
Yeah, it's a straight roll.
Stealth.
It's still not good though.
Yeah, I got 8.
Okay. Wes, what did you get?
I got a 9.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, what did you get, Rog?
4.
We're definitely not.
We're the
I don't have a plus 10 myself.
Crunch, crack, snap.
You have
crackle, pop.
the stealthiest members of the party stealthing in. This is good.
This is the first time I'm using my Cloak of Elvenkind, and it's not working at the moment.
Very brittle and very loud.
As you guys are doing your absolute best, but twigs and dirt and clinking of metal from axe to shield, and Wes just and covering his mouth instinctively when he steps on something just slightly too sharp. Ariell, with your perception, you definitely see some very small critters with large heads and huge teeth run into bushes near a waterfall. And what languages does Ariell know?
I know Common, Elven, Celestial, Infernal.
Okay, you hear Grimace.
Tongues.
When you do the last word you heard was hide.
Oh my.
As you see your friends following alongside. And then you do see Ariell that the proceeding in front, unable to hide, as there's you saw different creatures go into bushes left and right upon the road, almost like there would be like a good ambush point, but you did see them get into the road thanks to our passing our swift challenge. The only thing that you see offhand, and then eventually Orcdeath will see it first, followed by Rog, and then Wes at the end. What you do see is a couple of goblins with flails out or scimitars out, and a individual completely wrapped as they're kidnapping a person. And there's a couple of goblins that are on these giant wolf-like creatures with these like elongated, contorted faces that looks like the skin's completely peeled back and have these almost like bat wing ears. But to show you where you are.
Okay.
Hi.
Orcs.
Like Karama.
Why didn't you snap? Okay, and they're here. As we change this.
Who's that?
Lass is technically not here. She's at the cart. Ariell, you did manage to see these goblins run into this camp, as there's a couple of larger goblins here, as this one seems to be barking a lot of orders. And Tabatha, would you like to describe what your character looks like, as is currently tied over here?
Oh no! Well, what can I say? You guys have encountered him before.
What?
He's a tall tiefling individual with purple braided hair.
Ariell is totally uninterested in this rescue mission.
Wearing a red coat. I don't know if he would see Ariell or no.
Roll me a perception check, yo.
Oh,
that's a good one.
16?
16. I would say that with that, you would be able to see Ariell definitely high up flying. The others are slightly obscure. You know that there's about 3 individuals, big, to your perspective, maybe brutish looking men starting to run through the woods.
Big, oh Lord. Big motherfuckers.
Oh God.
Please, anything else that you want to describe about your character?
If he's tied up, that's pretty much what they can see at the moment.
West in a very loud whisper. Is that the fucking priest?
Which this is definitely the priest, Farlagon, that you've encountered before, that unpetrified the queen at Tabatha.
I'm gonna slap Orcdeath on the back, like, hey, that's the guy that said he can unpetrify people.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you just hear.
He lives.
Okay.
You see this goblin scream, which Ariell knows casted tongue, so he would be able to hear it as he's as you hear attack. I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Yo, yay! Wow. That's the first nat 20 of the night. Wow! Cool.
It's not good.
Oh my god! Cool! His first initiative and it was a nat 20? Yeah. Holy shit!
What's the total, though? Because,
21!
Alright, that might not go first.
Probably not. Oh, crap.
It's not bad.
Okay. Okay. Nope, yeah, Cole will go first. 21 beats a 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I got a 20.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Alright, so Cole and Orcdeath, you guys get to decide who goes first. It's between y'all two.
It doesn't matter.
But I thought Cole got 21 and
he got 21 because he was a plus 1. Yes.
What is this tiefling's name?
Cole.
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 Like the rock.
Then it's Orcdeath.
My name is Cole, like the rock.
I'm having a really hard time.
Okay.
Cole.
And then
Like the rock Cole.
Goblin boy goes. Did anyone get 17?
Get what?
Anyone get 17?
I
Specifically.
got 19.
You got okay. So you got okay. So then West. Okay.
I got a 19 as well. Dirty.
All right. Who wants West or Ariell? You guys get to choose.
I'll let Ariell go first because he's got wings and he's faster.
Thank y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
I look up this one.
Yes, I don't do nothing for you.
I'm kind of awkward that I'm going
West.
When you're tied up.
Okay. Rognarv, what did you get?
I have a 9.
9. Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like damn it, this cloak didn't work like I wanted it to. So I'm kind of fiddling with it.
Okay.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Yes.
Yeah. Initiative was 9.
Oh.
All right. So, if anyone wants to type in what the initiative order is for you guys, I will greatly appreciate that as I change the music.
I'll write it first, and then I'll type it in.
Go ahead.
Okay. Cole goes first.
Hold on, let me get paper. Okay.
Cole, then Orcdeath.
Uh-huh.
Followed by Goblin, just a Goblin. Ariell. After Ariell is West. After West, put Goblin and then just 3. Or you can put a Goblin, like a period Goblins.
What do you want to put?
What?
Goblin. Just put Goblins. A period Goblins.
A period Goblins.
Writer.
Writer?
Mm-hmm.
Writer or writer?
Writer.
Writer. You know,
like someone who's like these guys who are writing things.
Yeah.
Boss.
Wow, I'm very dead last.
Space.
Space.
I can't tell you what it is.
Okay, just space. Okay.
And then Rognarv at the end. So, with that, Cole, my boy, you are currently tied. It will take an action to try to break through the net that is wrapped on you. I will let you choose athletics or acrobatics, your call, to undo yourself. But you are kind of in the middle of everything. So what do you want to do?
Well, considering there's so many things going on around me, is he able to cast a speller now?
Yeah, you can move your hands. For our audio listeners, apologize, I get too wild up that everything's already displayed here with our awesome friend who makes these gorgeous maps. Currently, you guys are starting to get onto the mountainside. as this valley has a waterfall that is pushing and cascading as you hear as it's going through the brooks and the rivers. There are currently these goblins are technically hidden, or at least have cover. Apologize, they're not hidden; they have cover. As there's other goblins here with bows. This goblin here, along with this goblin here, who's barking out orders, has a flail and a scimitar. As these two goblins above here on the steps are starting to go into the mountain path that starts the terrain for the dwarves, are on these large bat-looking wolf beast things that definitely have like opposable thumbs instead of regular wolf paws. As there's a lot of terrain and brush to hide upon, as long as these large trees and boulders that are scattered throughout the area. So, Cole, what do we do?
Well, he's going to, I guess, talk to the ones that are in front of him.
Okay.
Just.
Which ones?
I guess the ones that are in front of him.
Well, depending on the position, it's either this guy's or these guys or this guy underneath this little pathway that because you.
The ones that you just blipped on, those were the ones.
These guys over here.
Yeah.
Okay, the ones riding.
Yeah.
All right. What do you say? What do you do?
Not the ones right.
Sorry, she was looking at Twitch. The ones in front. The ones in front.
Cool.
Yeah,
What do you do?
Sorry. Just basically, consider what you're doing is a very, very bad idea. Confusion.
Okay, what is the DC on that?
DC 15. Okay. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save of 15. What's the area of effect?
Just creatures within 10-foot radius sphere. So basically the two in front.
10-foot radius? I believe that would also get the guy in front of you.
Oh, I did not even notice the one in front.
This guy is technically too high up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's 3 in front.
So
yes,
those
3
three.
in front.
Okay. As well, an 11 does not pass. A 4 does not pass. And what about you, sir? What is your wisdom save? Your wisdom save is +1. No, they're all confused.
Oh, damn!
It affected all of them. What does confusion do exactly?
Basically, a 1d10 at the start. Oh, they have to roll a d10 at the start of its turn to determine its actions.
Okay. That's
And the
what I
yeah.
thought. Let me try to. Here, I'll use this emblem to represent that they're confused. All right. Okay, they all failed their save. Does the it's just a instantaneous effect, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm taking off their aura. All right. So, as you all see Cole kind of mutter and chatter, and just a blink of just ripples hits. You see all 3 of the goblins just look around, completely defenseless as they lower their guard. The weapons are touching the ground. All right, cool. Well then, it's this goblin's turn. As he's going to jump down, and yell in Goblin, and going to attack.
Oh well, shit.
Oh, shit. It was cool while it lasted.
Yeah. Okay. So, there is going to be 2 attacks. With the flail and scimitar. So that is a 21 and a 19.
Hit.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
As you're taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of slashing. As the flail hits and the scimitar slashes on you. And this goblin does no comment, as he says in comment, very broken and mismatched. Not you food! And he hits you right on the shoulder. If you wouldn't have rolled, it would have pretty much broken what you had, and then slashed at you, nicking some of the rope as well. But definitely a slash on close to your forearm. Ariell.
Okay. Hello, Angel.
Oh, we moved. Okay, whatever, that's fine. So what do we do, Ariell?
I am going to fly, but I'm trying to figure out how far it is. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
There should be a pointer for that.
Yeah, there we go.
Like that.
How far? Oh, it's easy to make it. I want to fly to the horseman on the right. I'm doing Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I can't do Zephyr Strike yet. Move me.
You can move yourself, just so you know.
Oh yeah, well, duh. I'll move here actually. I'll do double movement.
Okay.
Move there.
Whoa.
Zoop.
Zephyr Strike, that's what it looks like.
It's not even Zephyr Strike. That's just double my fly.
Okay. So you're still technically 40 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. I won't have anything else. Well, I'll do Shield of Faith. No, sorry. Yeah, Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Playing is little indicator flight. Zephyr Strike is a.
Yeah, I'm not actually using
Shield
Zephyr
of
Strike yet. That'll be next turn.
Okay. So you just flew and then cast a Shield of Faith on yourself, correct? Okay.
Yep.
So as you see Ariell 40 feet up in the air, just fly over as he's casting a spell as this blue shield wraps around his skin to have the Shield of Faith on you. All right.
Sweet.
Cool. Okay. It's this guy's turn. He needs to roll a d10.
D10 to determine what he do.
Wait, is it my turn?
Oh, is it Wes's turn?
Oh, it
What
is.
about Orcdeath?
Yeah, it's West. Wait.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you.
Orcdeath.
Yeah, it's Western.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
it's
Orcdeath goes
Coleton,
before.
Orcdeath, then
Oh.
yeah.
I forgot. I totally forgot Orcdeath. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
wow.
running 25 feet.
Yeah.
25
After
feet
you,
to
Orcdeath.
right here.
One more
How
time.
far can I throw my axes?
I don't know. It should be on your. Let me see. I think 20 to 60.
Huh?
20 to 60, I believe.
20 to 60?
Yeah.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
How do I edit this?
He's throwing 2 axes at this guy.
Oop.
The closest one.
Yeah, 20s. Which one? Sorry, can you highlight it?
The
Go with the
one-
closest one?
Okay. All right. So
Go, this guy.
you can throw both your axes and they're within range, but because it's going to the 20 threshold, passing the 20 threshold, it'll be with the disadvantage each.
Okay. How much of a disadvantage?
As in, you roll with the disadvantage. You roll 2d20s, take the lower.
Okay. And then the guy also behind him.
You going for
So-
this guy and this
Well-
guy? Or.
Well, take it out. I'm throwing it at one guy.
Okay, all right. All right, roll me to hit.
How do I remove this so I can?
You
Hit
have
again.
to click on the with the arrow, double click it, and then you can edit like most things.
Oh, double click. Okay, that's what I didn't do.
What did you get on the first one?
Natural 20.
Good lord.
With the disadvantage?
7. So it's 27 and 23.
So you got 2 nat 20s?
No, I got 1 nat 20 and 1 16, but it's plus 7.
Okay, so
Throwing
regardless
axes.
it hits. All right, and then the second attack?
There's 16, 23. So I got a 27 and a 23.
Okay, so you rolled 4 dice. Pick the because each one was a disadvantage. It sounds like you hit. I'm just making sure.
Well, I rolled 2 20-sided dice. One's a natural 20, one's a 16.
16
plus
hits?
7 to 20, plus 20, plus 7, 27, and then 7
Okay.
plus 16 is 23. Okay.
And then
so
the
now
second attack?
that was it. The throwing 2 axes.
Yeah, but each axe is with disadvantage. So
okay.
you would have to roll the d20 2 times and then
Okay,
pick
got
the
it.
lower of the number. So the first one hits, and then the second one, so roll 2 d20s, pick the lower of the number.
The lower the number?
Yeah, because of the
It'd be 11.
disadvantage. 11. 11 unfortunately does not hit, but the first one does. So roll me the damage with your axe.
1 6-sided dice plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
4 points.
4, okay. As I get out my handy dandy. Okay. As you throw both axes, and you see the goblin really quickly dodges one of them, and the other one slightly hits as it grabs it reactingly and throws it to the ground. For this guy, looks a little bit more battle hardy than what you would expect a goblin to be.
Bring it, laddie, bring it.
Yeah. Okay, so
I hadn't had me breakfast yet, and I'm cranky.
You said 6 damage, correct? Orcdeath, it was 6 damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. All right, cool. So as the axe hits him, he throws it to the ground. It's Ariell already went because I fucked up on the initiative roll. Technically, now it's this guy's turn, and then is Wes's turn.
Okay, fine.
So because what I have here written is Cole, Orcdeath, Goblin 1, Ariell, Wes, Archers, Riders, Boss, Empty. Rognarv.
Yeah, I kind of messed up on the thing.
Okay, all right.
On the typing, I forgot Orcdeath.
Okay, no problem. This guy needs to roll a d10 to see what happens, correct?
Yes.
That is a 4.
He makes no movement or action.
Okay. So he stands completely. At the end of his turn, does he get another save?
Yes.
Yes.
With save.
Wisdom save.
A 12. So I believe that fails.
Yes.
All right. Do they get saves if they get hurt?
It's just at the end of the turn, I think.
It just says at the end of the turn.
I'm pretty sure if they get damage, they also have to make a save.
I'm gonna double check on the thing.
Yeah,
real quick.
double check because I don't know.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. When you cast a spell or be affected by it, through. At the end of its turn, an effective target make a Wisdom save. It doesn't say anything about it being attacked.
An affected target can't take reactions, must roll d10 to determine what happens. At the end of its turn, affected target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it exceeds it, ends the effect. Okay, so I guess it can take damage and nothing happens. I'll read the actual risks instead of just that. But okay, cool. Wes, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna move 40 feet up. Yeah, 40 feet there. Yeah. 40. And how far away am I?
So technically, because it cannot take reactions, Orcdeath would have had advantage on the attack, so it negates it. So retroactively, now that I know that, Orcdeath, your second attack would have hit. So roll me another d6 plus 3.
Copy that.
All right, I'm gonna cast Hex on the goblin that attacked Cole.
Another 4 points.
Okay.
1 plus 3.
All right, another 4 points.
That'll be my bonus action. Then I'm gonna.
So this guy right here is being hexed.
Yes.
I'm gonna put a little purple marker just because purple is your color.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just throw myself the rest of the way in there as for the rest of my movement. Like just double move.
You start roll rushing and you mutter some odd word that you definitely don't know, but somehow you do know as shadowish hordes appear around your head, and that SOB is confused. Okay.
He is hexed.
Okay. Oh, hex. Sorry, apologize. Okay.
He is hexed.
Well,
that's my turn.
These guys, you see heads moving throughout the bushes, and definitely short little bows are released, and 3 are going to shoot at the closest person to them, and the other 3 the other closest person to them. So that's a miss, and that's a miss, and that's a nat 20. That does not confirm. All right, and then the other 3. Natural 1 does not confirm, but a dirty 20 and then a 22. Alrighty, so they're going to shoot 7, 8, 9. Wes, you take 9 points of piercing damage from a gang of archers shooting you as I was mimicking. If you knew where they were. These guys. Oh no. Here we go. As these guys are shooting you this way, and then Orcdeath 2 miss completely, Wes, but 1 manages to like nick your shoulder, almost hitting your throat, and that was the one that stung, the critical. And Orcdeath, 2 of them managed to shoot you for 5, 6, 7, 7 points of damage. As 2 arrows go, you kind of nick them with your axe, and one of them just grazes your cheek.
Oh, I'm angry now.
I wouldn't doubt it. Okay. That guy went. Archers just went. Okay. Now it's going to be these guys' turn. As here we go. Okay. As both of these are going to look direct. As you see that the snouts of these like bat-ish wolf creatures start yapping in Goblin. Oh yeah, Ariell, you know Goblin right now.
Yep.
As they're saying, the dogs are speaking in Goblin, saying, "Hit the flyer," and they're going to shoot at you.
At me?
At you in the air with their bows.
That's not nice.
With a 22 to hit, and then a 10.
No.
Okay, so as they shoot their arrows, 1 hits, but you see the effect of your spell kind of like shimmers blue, like just ripple, and as it blocks off, and the arrow goes off, and the other arrow just flies over wildly. You see this one goes inside of the tunnel. They both do. Now it's their puppies, because their puppies also get an action.
Puppies.
And 1 puppy is going to bite the tiefling.
Oh, shiznit.
Hope you like dogs, Cole.
No.
It is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh my god.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of piercing damage as it bites you.
Squeaky toy noise.
And then I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
How much damage was it? 15?
11. Yeah, 15.
Thank you. Hold on. Charisma, you said?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you hear in your head, lay down, stop moving, and like you kind of shrug it off, and you see that this large wolf bat creature, its eyes are glowing as it's trying to cast suggestion on you, but you shrug it off.
Oh my god.
All right. So the rioters just went.
I'm pissed.
Technically, I made Mr. Boss go first.
You can do Rage.
No.
Okay. So let's see what the audience can see. That is going to be that is okay. Cool. Alrighty. Let me roll the hits. That is Rognarv. What is your AC? That's a miss.
Wait, what?
What is your AC, Rognarv?
20.
20. Okay, so 1 hits, and then these guys will probably aim towards west to be quiet. Nope. No, they're not. Nope. They're gonna shoot over there. And 14 misses. Okay. Ariell, as you see a bolt of arrows just fly around you, and you instinctively start moving and dodging. The first arrow hit your shield, and that's what initiated you to turn around, as arrows are definitely shooting from somewhere over here. And Rognarv, as 3 arrows from beyond these rocks over here on top of these boulders fly over to hit you, and only 1 manages to do so, for a total of 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. With that, if Rognarv wants to, right, you can put hidden archers, because they were hidden. I couldn't give that away.
They were hiding.
Oh
my god.
It's your turn. Oh, I can type on there too.
Whoa.
Alright, Rog, it's your turn. And then Cole,
I already typed it.
I typed it.
I typed already. And then you overrate it.
Because I am the villain.
Ladies.
You're both pretty.
So thank you. So what do you do?
I've been counting like 30. I totally forgot that I only have 25 because I am a master dwarf.
Yes, sir.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right there.
Okay.
I can't really do anything because I'm right here. West, how are you already there? But oh well.
You can use your action to move again if you want.
Longer legs. Yep.
I've got long legs, bro. Keep up.
And then I don't have
do see
any.
These guys over here, they are being kind of covered over by brush, but you do see that the goblins are there shooting arrows at y'all.
I'm gonna do my normal thing. I'm gonna cast blink.
Okay.
And that's really all I can do.
Put in a little marker to represent concentration.
Blink is not concentration.
Blink is not concentration. Take it away a little marker because blink is not concentration.
And that's my action. I don't have any bonus action, but I will roll my blink.
Roll blink.
And I have disappeared.
Okay, I put a little marker on you so we know that you are disappearing.
Hey, Rognarv, you should artifice some skates and just tie a rope to me.
As Orcdeath, you see Rognarv run towards you, and as he's approaching you, he just completely disappears.
Shimmered out. Also, I left Brom with Laz to help protect.
Okay, alright, fair enough.
So I don't have Brom in this fight.
Okay,
just
fair enough. Thank you. Top of the round, Cole, Orcdeath, you're on deck.
Okay.
What you doing, Cole?
Well, now that he's getting mad.
Uh-oh. He's gonna rage?
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
All tieflings rage, right?
Yeah, like yeah. Oh, like why not?
Spirit Guardians.
Oh shit.
What is the range of
15.
Okay.
15. No. Okay, I'll say.
Hold on, let me.
I thought it was 30.
What is the color of your spirit energy?
Was it radius?
Wait, what?
Was it?
Yeah, radius. What's the color of your spirit energy? Pick a color.
Pick a color. Pick a color, Cole. Pick a color, Cole.
Any color.
What?
Yellow, goldish. Yeah.
Gold? Okay.
Look.
And boom! In the 15-foot array, what do they see? What is the spirit guardian that you are that you have presented upon?
A bunch of maniacally laughing skulls.
Oh
I
God!
see a swoon of skulls just
Yeah, no,
start
this person-
skirting around. Throughout. What do we do? Spirit Guardian.
Oh wait, they have to wisdom save for half damage.
Everybody?
I am in the area.
Not west.
Okay, is it at the start of their turn or right now? Because I believe it was at the start of their turn.
Yes, starting their turn.
If I remember the ogre, I'm pretty sure it's at the start of their turn.
Yes, so he's casting that.
Okay, alright.
So what's your damage?
Slightly too all over the place.
What's your damage, Cole?
Big map.
All right. Damage right now?
Oh no, I'm just asking you what type of damage you're doing.
It's radiant.
Oh.
Cole, what's your damage?
Wait, one more time?
Radiant.
Yeah, okay.
Radiant damage.
I think it has to be radiant.
Radiant damage, yes.
No, it could be radiant or necrotic.
Necrotic's if you're evil.
Okay, cool. So it's radiant energy. Okay. As a Coleton, Ariell, you do see and feel the radiant energy erupt, but it's very macabre-ish. But it is radiant energy.
I really still don't like this.
Orcdeath, it is your turn. As you see that skinny boy that cannot hold his drink summon up a whole bunch of cackling skulls that mimic kind of like a fox's skull, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
So you guys do that arrow thing.
They do.
Trying to get the arrow thing to go here.
Oh, it's the ruler. If you look on the sidebar,
it's a circle with like a ruler. It kind of looks like
it's a circle with a ruler. So you click that, and you like kind of point and drag from your character.
Okay.
There you go.
Got it.
Just make sure to click the arrow when you're actually going to move your guy, because that's the thing.
Click the arrow. Come on now.
So when you're going to move him.
He should be 25 feet right away up to here. Nothing.
So 25 feet.
Right there.
Click
Right there. You got it. That
All
right here.
I already clicked it.
So you got to click the arrow and drag your guy.
I moved them for you, but the arrow on the top right it says select move. But
there you go.
Okay, so you move all the way up there. That's what your movement. What else do you do?
Running right at him. I'm doing a pushing attack.
Swords.
He wanted to move over here.
Oh, okay. All right.
25 feet this way.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Pushing attack. All right. Do they need to make a strength saving throw? I believe.
What does it say? That when you hit the creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to drive the target back. You add a superior die to the attack's damage and roll. If the target is larger or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed throw, you push the target up to 15 feet away from you.
All right. Roll me to hit.
Okay, so I'm hitting with my regular axe, and then
yes.
So I don't need to roll the 10-sided dice with it yet.
Not at the moment. So how it works is your first attack is going to be the pushing one, the shove. So you roll. Okay. You still have 2 attacks. So you roll both of them. If the first one hits and succeeds, you do your normal damage, but in addition, you add 1 superiority die, that D10. And then the goblin needs to make a strength saving throw versus the DC, which I'll tell you that in a minute. And if they fail, they get pushed 15 feet back.
Copy that.
All right, so roll me 2 attacks.
Okay, with me axe, we got 17 and 10, which basically makes it 25 and 18.
Both of them hit. Roll me damage, so that's 2d12 plus a d10 plus your strength and
plus 4
plus 4,
right?
Yes, because it's a
or 3 plus 3 plus 4.
It's plus 4 because the 3 for your strength plus your axe is a plus 1, so in the end it's plus 4.
Right. Copy that. So that's 6, 14 plus 4, 20.
Okay, 20 points of damage. And he got a 1 on his strength save. Let me confirm. No, apologies. A 0. 1 minus 1. So as Orcdeath, you just run over, shoulder
Now I'm
check.
trying to push him into the people behind him. I should come in an angle, diagonal. So he's pushing him right into those 2 behind him.
Okay. As he does, it's 15 feet, correct?
Correct.
Okay. As you do so, you shoulder check this goblin, and as he's flying in the air, you immediately cleave him, and he splits into 2, hitting both of his comrades behind him, and is falling 15 feet behind as he
should have made it a cold shot.
15 feet. That's a strong boy.
That goblin is definitely dead.
He's a fucking cannonball.
I'm pissed. I haven't had me coffee yet.
The other 2 goblins are completely drenched in its organs and blood, and they just look at each other. And they're trying to communicate what to do. With a very successful kill, like beautifully done.
Okay.
All right. Anything else that you would like to say?
Come on, you fuckers! I'm ready for you now.
All right. Okay. As it is currently this guy's turn, Goblin. Okay, then Ariell was. Okay. Needs to roll D10, correct?
Yeah, he also needs.
Oh. Go ahead.
3. So I think nothing happens, right?
Yes, and also he needs to make a wisdom save.
At the end of his turn?
No, wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians.
Okay. The Spirit Guardian wisdom is a total of 14.
Nope. 12.
12 points of damage. Okay.
Just assaulted by a sea of cackling skulls.
As skulls start biting and 12 points of damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's getting hurt pretty bad. He's still there. The guy's still kicking. As you see that it's definitely taking the hits, but he looks really, really hefty for a goblin.
Okay.
And then I got a total of 9 at the end of his save for the spell, so he's still affected by confusion.
Yes.
Good job, guys. Good job. Ariell, it is currently your turn. And then Wes, you're on deck.
Cool.
I can't really reach these guys right here, can I?
No, they have 3/4 cover at the moment because they're underneath this bridge or this overpass. This little tunnel that indicates the start of the footsteps to the Dwarven Mountains.
Oh shit.
Double check your spell.
Yeah, let me double check that.
Confusion might be concentration.
Yeah,
based.
confusion may be gone.
Okay.
Let me double check.
If they're both concentration, then yeah. Ariell, what are you doing?
So, could I fly under the tunnel and attack them, or would that?
Yeah. I mean, you're in the 360 space. As long as you have the movement,
Yeah.
for sure. You can fly 40 feet down or at least 30 feet down. It's about 10 feet up, so you have that gap. So 30 feet.
Yeah, I'll attack them from above, so probably 30 feet down, and then I'll fly through the tunnel and out the other side.
What's your full movement? With the
60.
Okay. 35, 40, 45. Yeah, you definitely make it. You're underneath and you see them.
Then
You're
it's time for
above
Zephyr
them by
Strike.
5 feet or so, but you're definitely within the tunnel. Okay. What do we do?
Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the one directly beneath me.
Are you hitting the goblin or are you hitting the mount?
Oh, the goblin.
Okay.
And DM, just to confirm, yes, confusion is gone.
Okay. All right. I will remove the markers. Thank you for letting me know.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
All right. The first goblin will be taking. I'm going to expend a divine point to do some extra damage to him as well.
Sure.
Alright, so that's going to be... So he's going to take 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
6 radiant damage.
Okay.
2 force damage.
Alrighty.
6,
And with
8,
extra
2, so
attack,
16.
I'm going to
I think-
attack the one next to him.
Okay. Is that full? That's all damage, including strength and everything?
Oh shit, no! Strength bonus.
Ariell, come on!
I'm sorry! extra 3 damage.
Okay. Alright, cool. That is the... And oh my lord. The, the pain on doing that. Ugh. Sorry. As, you run up, slash at the goblin, and it falls over as it's dead, and you roll to attack on the second one. Roll and hit.
Alright. That is going to be a 21.
That hits. Roll me damage.
Alright.
Wes,
Cool.
you are on deck, just so you know.
Okay.
So that's 13 slashing.
Okay. The goblins do not have any resistance to anything, so if you want to total it up, just let me know.
Sorry?
No, actually, that's a lie. No, okay, 13 slashing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one more divine point for radiant damage on him. 5 radiant.
Okay. There, you slash at the second one, almost, one of its arms completely falls off as the glaive kind of goes into his shoulder, and it's severely hurt. As the goblin that was on top of this beast stands up and as it's kicking by the smallest amount of HP, and you see both of the goblins like, and since you understand, we should go, run, as they start talking to each other.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay. West. It is your turn.
Yes, it is my turn. Okay, so smash. So I'm gonna take. I'm gonna move like straight 5, 10, and then I'm gonna like come around to hit this guy right here.
Because you moved in that specific pattern, he will get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not hurting over it.
Okay.
Okay. And
probably a miss. 15? I think that's a miss, right?
That's a miss, bruh.
Okay. As you see that the goblin swings over with its flail, but the flail really felt like a hand touching you. And it just could not grasp, and you have little cut marks on it. But it was a flail that actually hit you.
It's good.
And you run over
next time.
Yeah, and you run over to that guy who's barking out the orders.
Yep, and I have a hex on him, so I'm gonna get an extra d6 necrotic damage on him.
Of course.
So I'm gonna take my 2 attacks.
Okay.
One definitely probably misses.
Is that not one?
It's a 2 actually.
Okay, probably misses.
Yeah, 2 plus my like.
A closer miss than on that one.
Yeah.
It's a closer miss. Wait, hold on. Let me attack. Let me double check. No. Yeah, that's like just like an 11 to hit.
11 does hit, unfortunately.
It's 11 hits?
It misses completely.
Oh god, I was like, oh shit. And my second attack was a nat 20.
Confirm that 20, please.
With a 7. Okay.
7, okay.
Alright.
But it's the dice are doubled, so that's the weapon damage, so that's 4d6.
It is 4d6. Let's take... Oh, I need another d6, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll roll my necrotic separate. 2. So that's 15 normal damage and 3 necrotic.
How much necrotic?
3.
3, okay. As I need to put bloody counters on these guys. Sorry. A lot of these are bloody.
Thank you.
As you run up and smack this fool, as you smash him on the ground, he slams onto the ground. You pick him up and then just shove him onto the ground again, and you heard several things crack and pop. They're not looking good at all. Also, the goblin here is very bloody, and this goblin is also very bloody. Okay. Sorry, Ariell. I just wanted to make sure that the counter was on it. Okay. Well, that was an amazing, successful round for everybody. Now it's the archer's turn.
Nice.
Okay. So 3 are going to shoot at Orcdeath. You're the one that's the scariest right now, so they're going to shoot at you.
Figures. I'll take the respect.
That is a 7, that is a 14, and that is a 10, so that misses.
Damn.
As all these goblins shoot their arrows towards you, and they all fly off and miss. As these two, you see that they're speaking, and as they're kind of like pumping each other, and one goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they start circling around in a pattern to try to get you. The first one, as they drop their bows and they both grown up with spears. That is a 17. Is that a 17 hit?
17 is my hit, my AC.
So that's 1 hit, and the second one, 19. Okay.
Damn.
So that is 2 hits with their spears, and that is a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage. And you see that both of them are going to use their bonus action to try to hide in the brush where they are, to try to obscure themselves from you. I need you to roll me a perception check, Orcdeath. Oh, they rolled really bad.
3.
Oh, okay. I mean,
great.
Yeah. As the last place you saw them was right there. I'm gonna put these little ninja masks on them. But as soon as they hit you with their spears, you see that they dived and screamed at each other. And as you were looking behind you, since they were do you see who was gonna strike? They dove into the bushes, and that's the last place you saw them. But you don't see them anymore as they're hiding underneath the brush of everything.
Crikey.
Goblins are tricky.
Bullets.
They're
bullets.
Yeah, they're easy to kill, but they're trickies. All right. Archers just went. Rider's turn. Okay. The
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Oh, that's right. They're in the field. They're in the area.
Okay. I got a 20. I got a 9, so that's a fail, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then...
And 20 is... And the one that rolled a 20, it'll still be half.
Okay, cool. And then the other 2 goblins that are riding the beast, I got a 12 and then a 13, which is fail. So roll me the full damage, and I'll calculate the half. The one that passed.
Okay. 14.
14 is the total? Okay.
Yes.
So this guy will take 14 points of damage, and I am not ready to do any sort of math. Okay.
Who's ever ready for math?
As you see, as I'm trying my best. Oop, nope, that's wrong. That's not how you spell numbers. And this one takes half. Okay. But so as the little skeletal heads start japping and barking away at that, you see that it takes off the remaining little bit of health that the 2 goblins had, as the dogs that are on it just kind of grab the goblins and throw them onto the ground, and the dogs took the damage. These large, almost wolf beasts, but they're ready to rock and or roll. As everybody that is there, Ariell included. Ariell, question: are you inside the tunnel, or are you like attacking from above at an angle at the tunnel?
I am attacking from above. I'm like 15 feet off the ground, I think.
Okay. In that case, then I'm going to change what's happening, and what you guys see is Ariell, you understand? Nope, you can't understand this one because it's not inside your head. As you see, both of them look at each other, and they both kind of mutter, and a stone just starts erupting as you hear. You don't hear anything, but you just see stone just fly above and completely seal what it's the wall that it's above them, and. Okay. I'm going to say, Ariell, roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, best one.
Oh.
How does a 28 work? 28's definitely a pass. Not that they know that's their best stat, but they're built to do a thing. As the spell charm person gets casted on you.
Oh yeah,
it wouldn't have affected you anyway, but they don't know that. As you feel the effects of something trying to manipulate your mind, and you easily shrug it off. As you hear in a telepathic voice, "We're friends," and it definitely doesn't work at all. But there is now a wall of bricks blocking, almost like it closed them off inside. Right. Okay, so that is the rider's turn. Mr. Bossman needs to make a wisdom saving throw or get hit. There's a natural 1. So roll me damage for the spiritual doohickeys. Let me just
17.
let me just do that for you. As it just falls down dead as the skeleton foxes just start ripping and tearing into it. All right, cool. That guy's dead. Now it's everything that is considered Paladin. Okay. Again, these guys are going to try to shoot towards Rognarv. That is 2 hits, and then Orcdeath.
2 hits?
Yep, 18s and 19s.
I have 20.
How are you?
I rolled 18 and 19 plus 4.
Oh, and also I am in the Aether.
They completely
ethereal plane.
Then they don't hit you.
So
at
they're
all.
not gonna they're not gonna shoot me at all.
So Orcdeath, then we're gonna transfer this onto you.
Oh my god.
As you are getting bombarded by arrows, that is 6,
Oops.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage. As
thanks, Rog.
6
Thank you,
arrows
Ragnar.
just shoot
I'm
from
not
these
here.
from these hidden places that again you're just not able to see where they're coming from, as they're going to continue to use their action to hide after they shoot, and just arrows just fly all over. You use your axe to try to block and protect your moneymaker, but some of them nick through your armor here and there and start scraping at you. But yeah, that's 6 attacks on you. Rognar.
Is this above ground?
It's elevated by 10, 15 feet.
And this too?
No, that'll be about your same plane. Because this is stone.
On my turn, I'm gonna reappear 10 feet here.
So you appear.
And then 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
Feet. I'm gonna face this way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna conjure. I'm gonna cast Conjure Barrage. I'm gonna grab a bolt of crossbow.
Okay.
Oh god.
A crossbow bolt, and I'm gonna throw it this way.
Okay.
This way.
Yeah.
That long.
Okay.
60 feet cone.
A 60-foot cone.
Yes. Like that.
All right.
Holy crap.
Ragnar
Okay.
is
Is the dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
What?
Or take half damage.
Spells,
the hell?
man. Spells.
he's
What is this?
Ragnar is a fucking one person army.
I'm gonna go like this and go like you barrage me. I'm gonna barrage you with this. I'm gonna throw it.
He just
the
pulled a
dwarven
minigun.
Pass.
He just pulled a minigun straight out of his bag of holding and just.
Okay. Roll me damage.
Huh?
Roll me damage. We have 3 successes out of a total of 6 things that you hit.
Good lord.
What do you mean 3 success?
Did I-
My spell DC is 16.
Yes, I rolled many
Okay.
17s.
Okay. It is 24.
24 damage?
Yes, I maxed out.
Oh wow. Okay, so half is 12, right?
Jeez.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then let's
Is it correct? Yeah.
let's do this thing over here. Where these guys are now dead completely. And so are everything in that area died. As Rognarv, you just get out your bow and you throw it and you chant an incantation as your axe sparkles and infuses that bolt and just springs over and just a barrage just air bolts just fly over. Sorry. All right, Reaper.
Oh, and also, I rolled for my ethereal plane. I barely passed it with an 11, and I'm gone again.
All right. So, Orcdeath, you see your friend disappear. You get bombarded by arrows. He reappears right behind you, shoots a cascade of bullets that kill all these goblins, sending blood into the river, and then looks at you and disappears again.
I'm gonna look at you like, you got this, right? And then I just shiver out.
You just
Fuck the battle wizards, man.
Sure, I'm a pink coat and I got it.
He falls over behind him.
All right, Rognarv. After showing off, it's Cole's turn.
So the weird bat
Oh,
dog
these guys
thing.
needed to make saves last time. I actually didn't make them attack. I'll make them. All right, I'll just do it in their turn.
What?
I completely forgot about these guys. Yes, Cole, what is your turn? What are you doing?
So my question is because what you mentioned with the whole thing of those weird bat dog things being blocked, I guess, from Ariell's view now.
Well, they're blocked from your view as well. They close themselves.
So they're blocked from both parties. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Cole's gonna use a cantrip on the one in front, the one that's in front of him, directly in front of him.
Okay.
And he's gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Oh God!
All right. Roll me to hit.
So that's a dex save.
Oh, dex save. Okay. That's why the eyebrow was waste. I swear, I've gotten so many natural ones. It's not. I got 3.
Dear.
So roll me damage.
Hold on, because I can't. Is it still 2d8 or did it go up 1 with? Because I haven't used this spell in a while.
I don't know. You
I'm
have to look it
double
up.
checking that really quick. Sorry.
Can I just say that I love that Cole's the one that's essentially being kidnapped, but Cole is the one doing like the most damage to these guys.
Well,
oh, that's an 11th level. Never mind.
You
14.
see all these
Double
you see all
7.
these skills? You see all these skills?
I smashed one
That's a
guy.
14.
Yeah. Okay. 14. All right. Cool.
14
At
points of
level 11, it becomes 3d8.
Shush, dude.
Yes.
Okay. So on this one, correct? As,
You what?
As you shoot out your flame from where your wrappings are, and just the you're still wrapped, but it's getting looser and looser and looser as you just completely engulf this goblin as it just screams. Ah! All right. Anything else, Cole?
He's just gonna give a huff.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Orcdeath, is your turn.
I guess he's gonna do perception for the ones that are hiding around him, see if he can find them.
Okay.
And then he's gonna attack. Crap.
Hey.
7 and 9.
You think you see them? I will let you swing, but with disadvantage.
All right, so I rolled 2 20s.
And then pick the lower.
2 times.
Yes. So roll 2 d20s, pick the lower of the number. That's the first attack. Roll 2 d20s,
Right.
pick the lower of that set, and then that's your second attack.
Attack. 7 plus 8, 15.
15 hits.
Second one. 9 plus 7, 16.
They both hit. Roll me damage.
All right, so he hit one. He just did
Like a
like
swooping.
tornado swing.
Okay, all right, understood. All right, roll me damage for the first one, and then roll me damage for the second
First one is 12 plus 4, comes out to 6 points.
Okay.
And the second one, 10 plus 4, 14 points.
All right. As you swoop, and the first one as you're going underneath, and the blade is cutting off this grass, and you make a clean sweep, a circle around the first individual goblin. You see that as its head just gets cut off, as this one is completely dead, and this guy is severely. Oop, that didn't stay. Severely bloody, and no longer hiding, as the axe goes embedded into its arm, hitting right at his ribs, and you pull it out, and he's hanging on by the smallest of threads. And just bleeding profusely onto the green vegetation that is underneath.
I'm going to do second wind, take another attack.
Sure, yeah.
Action surge.
Action surge, yeah. Where's action surge? There it is.
And since you can see it now, there is no disadvantage.
So I just roll 1 or 2 dice.
Your attack is to attack. So since you get another action, you can swing twice.
19 and 16.
Oh, this guy is completely destroyed.
Holy God. He's like, oh, there you are.
4 and 8, 12 points.
as you only had 1 HP, as you kind of
poor guy.
measure where it is. As it's trying to run right, you grab it, slice it, and it's still technically alive for a second as you grab your blade and swing it, the rest of it off and cleave it into 3 pieces. It is pretty bloody where you guys are now. All right, Orcdeath, I think Rognarv, technically you can hear in the ethereal plane, right?
Yeah, I can see Andy here.
As Orcdeath is cleaning up this mess, and he says that. All right. Okay. So,
I can see 60 feet away in the ethereal plane.
All right. Okay.
I was just looking at the spell.
Understood. First one. Okay, he's going to give it an attack against. So that is a 25 versus Ariell. Does that hit?
That little bitch.
Okay. They're rolling with advantage because of the spell. And then the next one is going to go towards Cole, and that is a natural 20.
Wait.
No! It'll be a normal attack.
Because you have adamantium chainmail.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Nice.
Do I have cover from being in the on the other side of the tunnel thing?
One more time?
How do you attack me on the other side of the tunnel thing?
That's what I'm about to explain.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
So,
no, you critted it and you're just like, no.
You're screwed.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you bought that armor. It definitely blocks off. It negates criticals. So, because the first attack went towards Ariell, as you see them jump through the wall, as you can tell that now it was an illusionary wall. As they jump through it, the wall completely disappears. It jumps into the air, managing to just bite you with that trickery. And Ariell takes 12 points of piercing damage. And since the crit is negated, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 points of piercing damage for Cole.
Sheesh.
As they both jump out, and you just hear this, and then they jump into the air, bite, and
I'm bloodied.
Oh no!
They move a little bit here, but they're underneath you. You're bloodied. Okay. Also, they need to make wisdom saving throws because they're within the.
Yes, they do.
That is the highest was a 9.
Oh, cool.
For only
3D.
As this one is
Ooh, 18.
Okay, they both take 18 points of damage. As this one stepped outside of the surface, you're seeing that these guys have a little bit more intelligence than their. You said 14 or 13?
For what?
The damage.
18.
18. Okay, 18. That's a bigger number. Alrighty. Oop, that's not the right one. And then this guy has.
I mean, I don't know if it means anything. Their movement gets halved too.
That does mean a lot because they're within. Okay. And then 18 points of damage as well. Putting it there. Okay. I mean, they're not bloodied, but they're getting there.
Okay.
As the skull starts to bite around, you see that one does manage to get out. As they're doing their absolute best to fight off, but you guys are just too many at the moment. All right, Ariell, it is your turn.
So
Cole looks over at Wes.
Help. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Something I need to ask you. I haven't been able to find a definitive answer. For extra attack, could I do 2 spell attacks?
No, extra attack is 2 melee attacks.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah,
because your action is to do 2 attacks. It can be melee or ranged, but it's a weapon attack. And to cast a spell is an action as well. So you could either cast a spell or you do 2 attacks with your blade, or bow, or fist, or whatever.
Yeah.
I am going to do bonus action. Here, this is my way around that, kind of. For Divine Smite.
Yes.
And then I will do my melee attack. I'm gonna, well, first of all, I'll look. You said he bit me? It was a bite attack?
Yeah, it was a bite attack.
I'm just gonna kind of look down at my leg. I'm gonna look at him. That was a mistake. And true form, my eyes will glow.
Okay.
And I'll make a melee attack against him. The one that attacked me first.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. And if this misses, this is gonna be really embarrassing. Okay, that's not missing. That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
All right. So, this is where the fun begins.
Oh no.
You get that reference?
Sure.
That's 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And going to also be a nice, let's see, 9 radiant damage.
Okay.
Is he dead?
No, not. That's one attack. He is not dead.
Holy shit. How many times I need to attack him?
They're pretty beefy little doggos.
Oh, this is a dog. It isn't the goblin.
The
right?
goblin's dead.
Oh. Oh.
Dog.
It's
Go now, bitch.
It's these large entities.
Okay. Well, then I'll just attack the same one I attacked before with another man.
Roll me to hit.
Oh, that was a 23.
23 hits.
All right.
Roll me damage.
Damage is going to be 13 slashing damage.
Okay. Is that the total?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, and they're definitely bloody now.
I'm gonna fly up far.
Okay. You will get one attack of opportunity.
I still have Zephyr Strike active.
Does Zephyr Strike prevent attacks of opportunity?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. Cool. As it tries to bite you, but you're just way too fast and just fly out. Let me. After that, it is Wes's turn.
Okay. I see this scrawny little tiefling on the ground, just looking up at me, going, "Help!
Want to do a favor?"
Yeah. And I'm gonna grab the tiefling, and I want to throw him over my shoulder, and just book it the other way.
Wait, one more time?
I'm gonna grab the tiefling, throw him over my shoulder, and just book it the other way.
All right, where are you running? What direction?
I'm gonna run back this way.
All right. You'll get one A off. Are you good with that?
I'm fine with that.
With a total of 12?
Fuck you, dude.
As the goblin definitely misses. All right, roll me a basic strength check.
For that? For Cole?
I want to see if it impedes your speed.
Oh, that's fair. So he's like, what, 50 pounds soaking wet? Basic strength, you said.
Yes.
Like 50 pounds because of the clothes.
I mean, yeah. That would be a 15.
15, easy enough. Grab him on. As the goblin tries to slash you, you kind of just jump over like a hurdle, and you can move your full speed. So you're full 40.
Okay, I'm moving my full speed.
You open his coat and a sack of coal rolls out.
He's just a sack of coal. Excuse me. I thought that was very funny, sir. Why are you making? I'm right next to wherever Rognarv was.
Okay, and so is Cole. You can move with Cole, by the way.
Get over here! Oh god, the thing was with me.
No,
because I carried you. Oh my god! Shrill.
Okay. With
you
that,
asked me to fucking help you. You're welcome.
You're
they're
welcome.
dead. Okay, so Ariell, you're maybe Rognarv sees it. Yeah, no, everybody can see it. Cole might have a little distance as you see both of these large dogs look at each other, and then a portal opens and they both run through it, and they are no longer here.
Everyone run! Ariell will say that out loud.
Yeah, they're going to teleport the F out because they're losing the fight.
Cowards.
Rip.
What?
Yeah, you're welcome. I pulled out my Gatling gun.
Okay, that's their movement.
What about these two?
No, that their turn is up soon. That's this guy is going to look at him, and they're gonna be like, he will shapeshift back into its normal form as this gigantic bat-looking wolf, and also teleport out.
Oh.
So this guy is teleport. This one looks at everybody, and I'm going to roll to see what he does.
No.
He's going to Rognarv. You're not in this plane of existence, right?
Yeah, I see him, but
okay. He's going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right where you are, and he's going to yell in the best broken comment he can, and try to hit West with a 18.
That actually hits.
Nice.
Wow.
As I just stand there holding a pissy tiefling.
What a
He
hero.
maxed out in damage and got a total of 8 points of piercing damage as he drops it, runs with his spear, and it hits you. This little guy maxed out.
Just stabs right into me.
What a hero.
Just looking at him like, okay.
Dump it.
You feel better?
Oh, it entered your area, right? You're still keeping concentration?
Yes.
Natural 1. What's the damage?
For the thing. The area.
10.
As it runs and hits you and looks at you, and a little skull just bites his neck and just falls over dead.
Oh my god.
That was sad. Oh, that was sad.
All right. Now it's the hidden one's turn. And you guys see footsteps and goblins just start scattering into the distance.
Oh my god.
Orcdeath, except for you. You see something really up close and personal.
Uh-oh.
As one of the goblins runs over, and you can see it, and he's holding a net, and Orcdeath, he throws the net at you as it kind of hits your head. The net doesn't even go past your navel. Like, it's not impeding you. It has massive holes through it. And the goblin just throws it at you. And it says, I got you. I win. I take you to the big boss.
Big boss. Big boss.
Big boss. I like
Big boss.
And you see that he grabs a stone that as he in his hand kind of crumbles, and he looks at it and points towards Orcdeath. If you come attack, I kill him. I win. And that is where we're going to end today's session since we're 30 minutes over.
But it's my turn.
No,
Rognarv, what do you want to do? We'll end it with the full roster. What do you want to do?
Kill this fuck.
I'll reappear 10 feet here.
Okay.
And then it was like, what's that guy trying to do? 5.
He has a clump of dirt that he's threatening Orcdeath with through a net that is completely useless. And,
yeah. And then right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack him.
All right.
With my axe. Okay. 2 attacks.
get a nat 1 or a 20? That's the
It's
only.
not 20.
No, okay. Roll me damage.
One is a 14. One is a nat 20.
14 misses, but the nat 20 hits.
That doesn't confirm it. That's still two d8s, but plus 6, not plus 12.
Why can't I manipulate this guy?
It's gained sentience.
That's 16 points.
Yeah, you had a nat 20. They have 7 HP. As it looks at you, but I win! I take you to boss! And he cuts off its shoulder going all the way through.
Oh, jeez.
His last words were, I will take you to boss. And with that, no threats to be seen. A new friend, currently wrapped in a tearing rope, but rope nonetheless, with all these spirits of these skulls around.
Can I attempt to break the rope just real quick? I mean, I'm
Roll
holding
me
you.
strength or athletics. Strength or acrobatics.
I'm gonna roll after
do it,
acrobatics.
do it,
I refuse to roll.
No, roll your strength.
You know what? Yeah, fine. For shits and giggles, strength.
Oh, let me introduce
That's
Cole's
a
stats
six.
onto the thing, which I was supposed to be doing that, but I keep forgetting. Get too distracted.
That's
So,
a 6.
as you see, this really skinny young tiefling just.
You, I don't know.
And,
Do you need assistance?
Fine.
I will like hold him by the shoulders and set him down.
As you do so,
I'll just rip the rope.
and you see Wes is dripping completely, and now you have a new compatriot on your team.
Dusting his coat off, like, thank you.
So, I know we met in Corvassa, but we never got your name.
Hi, I'm Cole, like the rock.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, Cole.
can I history check that rock?
No. And with all the goblins and weird goblin creatures teleporting out of the way, and the ones that were hidden running out of the way, we're going to that's going to conclude tonight's game, y'all.
Nice.
Thank you so much for staying tuned and watching. I know we went a little bit over, but appreciate you guys as we're still tackling the difficulties of Roll20 here, as it's not our normal way of playing D&D, but you know how it be, you know how it do in these times of need.
Miss a table.
How dare you say that to me?
Yeah.
I missed the table too.
Bro, the table. Like I know Roll20, but the table though.
I wish I had that luxury, thank you.
Just live in the ceiling like Lynn and Matt does. Again, I'd like to thank you guys so much. This video will be edited, put on YouTube the Thursday before the next game. So if you miss anything, you can always catch it there. It's going to be on Spotify and Anchor pretty soon, usually within a day or two. Please support our friends for the Alistair project. The information down below. The comics going to release in August, but the small little ones are already here. Patreon, bro. Our friends at Talon and Claw, their pre-sales, pre-orders for their dice just released. They have an Etsy shop that's amazing. If you guys use the code Divine Conquer, get 10% off. And also shout out to our friends at Wayfinder Maps who made this amazing map for us. It's pretty dope. Look at that. Look at that promotion.
Yeah,
nice map.
Yeah, he makes really amazing maps. He's a good friend from San Antonio. But all right, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.